That needs
That's
to be
great right there.
I mean, I guess we might as well start bringing a funnel.
Screw my snaggle
like that, right?
Hey, you gotta hide it. Look, we got 3 people on already.
How are y'all doing with numbers on this deal?
Huh?
How are y'all doing with
We're
numbers
doing
on
very
this
well
deal?
with numbers on this deal, especially the people that go back and watch it afterwards.
Okay.
All right, guys. Appreciate you guys there. Pork Taco, how you doing, Pork? Pork Taco is actually in the house. Is going to make his debut later on. Let me tell you one other thing, too. I didn't get a chance to tell you guys this. For you watching, don't worry about this. This is for you guys here. Your mouths are not going to match up. So when you're talking and you look at yourself, it's really messed up. So don't worry about what's going on. Hey, for you, Peyton's Outdoor Adventures. What's going on, buddy? We're going to give it here another. We've been on about 45 seconds. We're going to give it a few more. Justin Warren from Athens. What are you doing? Nathan, hey, you can't play tonight. You ain't going to get to win the question. So
bringing up Athens.
we ain't even started talking. You don't get to talk yet.
I'm just saying.
Dude, this is my intro.
Hey,
what are you doing?
The Trophy Lake in Athens. What is that? What is that called? I'm sure y'all have heard of it, right? It's the electric only. It's a trophy lake in Athens.
Guys, I quit.
When I think of a trophy lake in Athens, I think of General Beauregard.
No, there's a. I'm trying to think of the name of it.
What an ugly view. Yeah, that's ugly. Mason Waters, what you doing, buddy? Oh, okay. So, all right, we've been going long enough now. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We'll let everybody just kind of join on as we go. How is everyone? Get it on. That's right. Here we go. So, guys, welcome to the show at Fish, North Georgia, our Tuesday night edition. What's the date? It's the 9th, December 8th. December 8th, 2020. So this crappy year is almost over, but it's been great for us. So, that's one of those things. But I hope everybody's doing well tonight. And this is going to be our what I'm going to call our Seinfeld show. The show about nothing, because we have absolutely no idea what we're going to talk about. We really honestly don't. I did have some guests that were scheduled to come tonight, and due to a unforeseen injury where a granddaughter actually hurt someone's ankle, I'm not going to call out names, but they could not make it. And so, you know what? These ugly mugs that are with me tonight decided to fill in, and we're just going to have a free-for-all open. It's what I'm going to call this tonight. So anything goes. Going to be a wild show. Listen, I wish you could have been here for the last hour. All right. So I wish you could have been here for the last hour. I hope my wife and my daughter ain't watching, or my pastor, because it might get wild. We don't know what's going on. So I am going to introduce my star-studded panel of guests. And what is the question? Y'all hold on the questions. You should have drove up. Mason, listen, you only live 10 minutes away. Come on. I mean, we're right here. So we're going to start with Mr. Paul Coonan. I said your name wrong the first time.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Mr. Paul Coonan from the kayak world. Yeah, and he gets on some of these big lakes every now and then, but very good on Instagram, and does a lot of pictures.
Not very good on the water.
Not very good on the water. Listen, that's okay. You can't be good at anything. All you got to do is post pretty pictures, and people think you know what you're doing. So, all right.
Fake it till you make it.
That's right. Fake it till you make it. I've been doing it for 25 years. My marriage, she's just like, you got to step up, Danny. So, evening there, Mario. Okay. All right. And so my next guest is Justin Speece, making his debut. Smile, big guy. Listen, I don't know who the hell he is. Now, Justin said he'd come fill up the chair, and I said, come on, buddy, we'll get to know you. So I'm glad you actually drove up, and then
Thanks, man.
We're going to have some fun tonight. I told him, I said, just relax and fill in, and, we're going to teach you how we do these things tonight. So you ready for this?
100%.
100%. Are you from around here? Or are you from up north?
Well, from Pennsylvania. Yes.
I knew you had a little Yankee in you. Yeah, I like that.
it.
There you go. That's all right. We like you Yankee guys like that. And to my right is Knuckle Deep, Blake Buchanan.
What's going on, y'all?
Look at that smile. Look, smile back for the camera. You are absolutely the ugliest
Look
joker.
at that mullet.
Look at that hair. He is the ugliest
You a puppet
individual.
little, or-
I know a little bit of everything.
You know a whole lot of
Master
nothing.
about nothing.
Master about nothing. If you guys remember about 3 or 4 months ago, we had Aaron Tippin on, and that's what this joker looks like when he's got his mullet on that. So what's up, Josh White? So anyway, this is my star-studded panel tonight. So it gets really weak as we go around to my wife, but we're going to make do. Toss them a bowl of grits. You eat grits?
I've had, yeah.
No. Do you eat grits? Not
No.
I've had. You don't like it?
Just not my boathouse.
What is
Oh,
up with you
Lord.
guys?
What
not
are you
liking
eating?
grits?
What are you
Okay.
eating for breakfast?
Dude, Lucky Charms. Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity
Like, come on,
Pebbles.
man.
We talking
Lucky
no bacon,
Charms.
no sausage, no,
No,
fat
bacon.
back.
Come on, man.
Yeah, everybody eats bacon.
Pig is like God's gift to
Hey,
man.
Absolutely.
I mean, you
Amen.
got
some
bacon,
bacon.
you got ham, you got sausage. I mean, what else can you ask for?
Absolutely, but no grits. How do you eat your eggs?
Dippy.
Hey, I'm
The
a
what?
But, okay. I guess down here they call them over easy.
Sunny side up, kind of like that? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the runny.
Yeah.
Okay, you're all right then. You're pretty good then. How about you? You eat your eggs, runny?
I'm allergic to eggs.
What?
This is
No
what this is.
shit.
What's your mouth,
This is the
man?
South. How do you eat fried food if you're allergic to eggs?
Man, like if I go to eat an egg, it's got to be broke up, like cakes. Eat a cake. If it's broke up, I eat it. If I eat just
Who invited you?
fry an egg, man, I'm breaking out. Allergic reaction,
Who invited you?
rash. Hey,
You can't eat eggs. This is when this awkward silence. So we're going to lose about 20 viewers comes along because you don't eat eggs.
no grits either. I'm a bacon, sausage, fried bologna.
You eat spam. You don't eat grits either.
Hey, I ate my grandma's fried spam.
I got
You don't-
bad news for you, Danny.
They don't eat spam.
You don't eat grits either.
I don't eat grits either.
Hey, thanks for keeping me out from under that bus. That was great.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
we're already going south.
Well, listen. I'm amazed we got 32 people watching it at this point. Are you guys kidding me? I got to really rethink my friends. All right. Well, we'll just see where this goes. We got a bunch of Yanks and a Southerner that don't eat grits, and with Billy Ray Cyrus hair,
Hey, no
and who's allergic to eggs.
no gravy either.
Ron, do you eat Ron?
Okay, that's you hit goof. No gravy.
No gravy.
That's why
No
he's so
biscuits
skinny.
and gravy. No gravy on no
biscuits
turkey.
and gravy, no nothing.
No gravy.
And so you don't go knuckle deep and you don't eat gravy. Huh? We'll explain that knuckle deep later on when we do the adult version of this show, but you guys get my point. Seriously, no wonder, dude. Oh, I don't even want to talk to you right now. Just all right, we're going to go on with some announcements first. And hell, you don't talk till about the 8:30 mark. You're banned, all right, sir. I'm going to have to escort you out. Exactly. Yeah, Fish North Georgia just lost every bit of credibility it had. There's not enough beer in this store right now to make this tolerable. That you don't. God.
We could fix that.
We're just talking about food, though.
All right, just shut up. Just shut up. All right, so here I'm gonna give you some announcements before we get talking. Danny Hogg said Logan's Turnpike in Blairsville sells the best grits, fried squirrel and biscuits gravy. No biscuit. Listen, I know I'm surrounded by a bunch of yahoos tonight. I did not know that when I invited you all up here, so I'm gonna give you a break because I just met you about 20 minutes ago. But you two guys, I'm disappointed.
I do like the sound of fried squirrel. Like I
would eat a fried squirrel.
I would get down on fried
So
squirrel.
if I listen, okay, all right. So how about this?
We'll
If-
take them squirrel hunting.
If we go pop a few squirrels and we clean them, we're gonna video us eating some squirrels.
Do it in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Up
Have
north,
you ever
like-
had it?
Yeah. Me and my
Okay, so you're a squirrel eater.
me and my grandfather hunting up in Pennsylvania, squirrel, rabbit, pheasant.
Okay, well you
How-
redeemed yourself a little bit. You're
I'll take
getting
that
close.
little
All
bit
right,
of credibility.
you're getting close. But have you ever ate a squirrel?
No.
It's like chicken.
I've been
No,
I
God
think it's
Almighty,
like
it ain't
candy
like
eggs.
chicken.
I think it's like chicken.
Why does everybody say it tastes like chicken?
I like it.
You don't eat nothing. How can you
Hey,
eat?
wild game.
How can you
Listen,
eat?
just because I don't eat gravy or grits don't mean nothing.
Or
Yeah, it
eggs.
does. It means a lot.
I like my fried pork chops. I like my fried
James
chicken.
Larry, I ate monkey. I know exactly what monkey you're talking about too, James Larry. This is a PG-13 show, son. All right, you listen. Yeah, I know, Jacob. I'm sorry. All right, so we're gonna talk about some fishing actually. If we can even get to that, I don't know what but anyway, if we go film a squirrel hunt, we pop a few, we clean it, we parboil it, we make it into something. You gonna eat it?
Absolutely.
Perfect. All right, there you go.
No hesitation.
There we
Let's play.
that's
We got
Fish
the
North
man to
Georgia
do it.
Adventures right there. We'll do a little squirrel hunt.
I was going to say,
Take
there's
your coon
plenty of
hunting,
trees
too.
out back. I'm sure somebody's got a 22 around.
Oh,
here.
absolutely. Listen, I can pop them.
Intro.
Yeah, we can go.
I was
do
saying,
it.
what do you do with raccoons after you kill them?
Hold on a second.
Listen,
Whoa, no. What the hell did you just say? What is a raccoon? What?
A Coon.
No. It ain't no
You call it
raccoon
coons.
either.
Yeah, I was
It's a
gonna
coon.
say,
It's a coon.
I heard raccoon.
A raccoon.
What-
Are you French?
It's
raccoon.
Raccoon.
A raccoon.
No, listen. My God.
We're gonna take it back.
Bless
Okay.
your soul.
Well, the good thing
Where are
is
you
we
from
did
again?
36,
I'm
so.
from here, actually. I'm from Marietta.
You've never been.
Well, that's
coon hunting one
Marietta
time?
might as well be New York too. So a raccoon. No, it's a raccoon, man. It's a raccoon.
It's a rack space coon.
Raccoon.
Raccoon.
Or coon.
Coon.
Just call it coon.
coon hunting.
Get up, yeah, pull the mic
Coon
to
hunting. There you
you.
go,
Pull the
coon
mic to you real
You
quick.
gotta get close. We're gonna go coon hunting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Draw it
you're
out a
close
little more.
enough.
Oh, a little more.
Go-
Coon.
there you go, there you
Okay. Okay.
I believe you're making
I'm
fun of my
learning. I'm
heritage
learning
now.
so much tonight.
What have y'all been smoking? Listen, seriously, nothing. Absolutely nothing. But the IPA is pretty good. That's just what I'm telling you right now. We're having a little bit of fun here. But anyway, all right, let's get the show before Josh. I get in trouble. I get that evil eye from Josh,
Gonna
like
have
my
stroke.
wife does. Huh?
Gonna have stroke.
You don't get to talk. Remember, 8:30. And I'm about to knock Paul off too. It might just be me and you, Justin, all night. I can't.
We're gonna tag out and get mad.
You know what you sound like? You sound like that boy last week that was throwing a 15-foot rod. Did you catch that? What's
What
his
was he
name?
doing?
What's his name
Floating
again?
fly?
Yeah, Stephen Young was on here, and we're like, "What do you throw?" And he goes, "Oh, I throw a 15-foot." And I'm like, "Whoa, dude! Seriously,
Was he center pinning?
I don't know what he was doing."
Floating
But
fly?
on what
Floating fly?
was that with the floating fly?
Mooching?
What was he doing?
He was throwing a shaky head on a 15-foot, wasn't he? Don't give him no more. He's cut off. I mean, seriously, we can't. We got to have a quality TV show or internet show or whatever you want to call this about that. All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna get serious now, guys. Maybe I can't promise nothing, but anyway, all right. So here's what we got in store for you. In a minute, all right. We start off every episode. The first person who signs on every single episode and who was a stranger for the longest time is Pork Taco. All right. So Pork Taco is actually in the house tonight, and you're going to get to see his face. We're going to bring him on after I kick Blake off for a little bit. We're going to kick Blake off, and we're going to put Pork Taco on because you don't eat grits, gravy, or any other thing Southern, but that's all right. But he's going to make his debut. I just want you to meet the guy, and very nice that Matt Melton has come up here and spent some time with us. But I want you to know who Pork Taco is. So we're going to bring him on in a little bit. And a couple things we want to talk about real quick before we get to the show about nothing. All right. Team Cody. We've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks. All right. We got a tournament coming up December 19th at a Little Hall. It's a $100 buy-in. Chris, I know you keep telling me it's 50% payback, 70 boat max. Guys, this is for the family who's good grief. I keep forgetting every time. I know the daughter's got like Crohn's disease. The mom had something. Come on, Phil, liver transplant. Was that what it is? Liver transplant, and the father is dealing with. Is it leukemia? I don't know the exact specific what he's doing. What do you got? Is it leukemia? Okay, so what's up, Kurt? I want in on that tourney. So listen, here's the details on that tourney. First off, you go to the Lake Lanier Facebook page. Mason, I bet that y'all eat turtle.
I would.
You eat turtle?
I gave everything a shot once.
Knuckle.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Don't say that.
Except grits, rice, and gravy.
That's
Hey,
the reason why you're single, buddy. Don't say you give us anything a shot once.
This
You
is
don't.
this is supposed to be a fishing show.
It is. We'll get the fishing right here. Here we go.
Let's
All right,
get
Team
fishing.
Cody, back to that. Seriously, we got on the serious thing. All right, so the tournament's December 19th. It's at a Little Hall. Okay. This is for that family. 50% of the proceeds go to the family, 50% payback. And they're also doing a raffle that we have tickets here at Fish North Georgia, or you can look up Chris Taylor right there in the comment section. He just gave his phone number. Y'all give him a call about 2:00 this morning and ask for some tickets. They're $10 a piece for a raffle for an AR-15. Okay, so we have them there. We have been lucky so far. We've probably sold a good 30 or 40 of those things, it seems like, here. And we got some more of them now. Okay, is that for the raffle?
Well, come over here and
Chris,
make it rain, big
come here.
dog.
Actually, Blake, get your butt up for a second. You can come back. Sit down. Sit down. All right, guys, listen. Chris, I want you to say this right here. All right, this is why this show is so good, because we have no script. Get on up there close to that microphone there. Is he in the camera? This is Pork Taco, everyone. There you go. Look at him. All right, now Pork Taco, Matt Melton we just mentioned this, and he starts flashing the 20s like he's walking into the club. But you're going to buy some of these raffle tickets.
I am.
All right. And so what you got there right there? So got another. What was that?
10.
Good.
10 tickets.
10 tickets. All right, look at this, guys, right here. Now, here's what's cool. This, and it's not somebody just flashing dollar bills and stuff like that. It is. Are you getting this? Yeah, you got to get close to that. Here's what it is. This is generosity to the family. All the proceeds from the raffle go to the family. So I told you, Chris, I was going to sell a lot of these tickets, and the reason I was going to sell a lot of these tickets is because the class of people that Fish North Georgia attracts, they got a good heart. That's just the way it shows up, and you guys continue to amaze me. So I will make sure I get you these tickets. We're going to give you a little screen time right here real quick once I get done with my announcements. How about that?
That'll work.
He's been up here. We gave him a tour of the place and all that. And yeah, James, Larry, you bought tickets too, but you're an old pervert, and I can't put you on camera. Listen, he's up here the other day, my 19-year-old boy scarred for life because he spent about 5 minutes around James. He was like, good Lord, who's that guy? And I ain't even going to tell you what was said. Jesus forgive me, because it was pretty bad, but I'm just kidding, James. I love you. Thank you for what you're doing. So anyway, all right, so Team Cody, for those of you that can fish the tournament, Josh and I are we're going to make our electric only debut on Lake Lanier in this tournament. So we're going to take the old Triton and the Elkos up there. And when he says blast off team, whatever, we're going to putt about 12 miles an hour. And everybody passes us, but we look forward to doing it because it's for a good cause. So if you want to fish the tournament, I had somebody ask this about it earlier. You do not have to have a partner if you want to fish by yourself. But if you're looking for a partner, I'm sure we can find you one and set you up. But go fish the tournament, guys, and you're going to meet some good guys, hang around some good guys, and it's for a good cause. And listen, AR-15, you better buy a ticket and hope you win it for, you never know what might happen in 6 months. You might not be able to own one of these dad blasted things. So, and when you may need it, I don't know what's going on in the world today, but it's it's a pretty good gun. I think it's 223. I don't know if it's a 5.56 or if it's a dual or if it's just one of the other. I think it's a 223. So yes, they call me Collins. That was me, Danny. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, are you still looking for a partner, Mr. Collins? Because if we can find you a partner tonight if you're looking forward to doing this tournament. So Blake, you want to fish that tournament with somebody? Oh, he probably can't. That's right. He don't.
I've got my son. I'd like to fish it.
I'll watch your son while you fish it.
You gonna be fishing too?
Oh, that's right. I'll be fishing. Hell, we'll put him on the boat.
I mean,
My bad. I can't babysit you, boy. Well, all right. So anyway, we are going to if you're looking for one, Collins, we'll figure out a way. We'll match you up with somebody. But if you want to fish that tournament, because regardless, what are you saying, Steven? Steven might fish it. The guy that was on here the other day, the Spro gentleman. Okay, all right. He was talking about it. So it's a 223 Smith & Wesson AR. So there you go. So we will set you up. But guys, it's for a good cause. And all the money on the raffle goes to the family. And as a matter of fact, we are putting them up due to COVID and all that. There's a lot of special circumstances with hotel stay while the father is receiving treatment. So we're trying to put the family up in a hotel for 15 days. Guys, if you've ever stayed in a hotel, you know how expensive that is. And it is expensive, and it's down in Atlanta. So Team Cody, come by the store. I'm waiting for my brother-in-law to tell me no. Okay, that's fine. You just let me know. So Team Cody, listen, like I said, we've got tickets here at Fish North Georgia. We're 10 lighter, thanks to Pork Taco. And I want to sell them. And I actually told him, I said, dude, you're going to bring me more because I want to be the biggest seller of these as it is. So that's one thing. Now, here's another thing. Right behind me is an FX rod rack. I'm going to move out of the way for you to see. Now, you see these pretty rods?
It looks better already.
It looks better. Oh, I knocked the can over. I'm dragging the can behind. Listen, hey, where's the oh my Lord, we're kicking cans around right here. Don't we have roadies? I thought we had.
It's a well-oiled machine here at Fish North Georgia.
Here we go. All right. So yes. All right. So Preston Cobb, can minors participate in the tournament? Chris Taylor, that is a question for you, buddy. Oh, Chris Taylor. Yes, Preston. Yeah, absolutely. Huh?
He's on it.
He's on it. Chris is quick. He's normally pretty slow. Good grief. I've been asking him to get me apparel prices for like 2 months and I can't get them, but I'm just playing with you, Chris. I love you. So anyway, so these FX rods, guys, let me tell you about them. First of all, I'm going to let Paul talk a little bit about it here in a second because Paul received a free one from me. And have you used it yet?
I have. It's a great effect.
All right. And tell everybody a little bit about the FX rod.
So I will shamelessly plug Sal Pinto.
Yep.
Because he found me a 6'9" medium extra fast jerkbait rod, which was actually exactly what I was looking for. And I've had it out. I've been throwing Tyler Burt's custom jerkbait.
Fat Lips. That's right. Fat Lips. Yep.
That we got in local tackle box. It sounds, I know exactly how it sounds, but I've been throwing the crap out of that jerkbait and they eat it.
What do you think about the rod itself? You got the one with the wind grips and everything.
The wind grips is the first rod I've had with wind grips, actually.
And what do you think about that?
I like it.
Absolutely. If any of you guys play golf, we're talking about the same grip that's on your clubs. So wind grips are on that. While he talks, I'm gonna actually get one of these up here.
So it takes a lot to impress me, I guess. But I was surprised and maybe a little too strong. But I was really impressed with it. It was a great piece of equipment. It was really solid. It's exactly what it says. It's medium. So it loads up with that lighter bait, that smaller bait. X fast, it returns. When you jerk, it's straight again real quick. Mm-hmm. You feel that bite, good sensitivity. I've got a SLX 150 on mine and 12-pound fluoro, man. It's a machine. It is an excellent fish catching tool.
All right, so guys, what we're talking about right here is this material here and this material here is wind grip, and it feels. If you guys play golf and you know anything about gripping, this is what's on this rod right here. So it's very comfortable. And I've got a 6'9" that I threw. I actually use it as my jig rod. And Josh does the 7'1", but Josh and I are in the process of changing over all our rods to FX, not only because we sell them, we do sell them and we want to rep it, but because you know what? They're dang good rods. And they got the double lock feature here. And Bob Croxton designs these things. And you know what? If I even tried to tell you all the technology and theory behind these things, I would do it a disservice. Okay. I'm just being that serious. I would not do it fair justice, but I can tell you, here's the deal. For the rest of this month till January, I guess December 31st at midnight, still the new year. These rods are $40 off. These Extreme Angler Series rods are $40 off. Double lock on the spinning only. Just shut up, Chris. They don't know any better. All right. So, they ship that. Yeah, they're quick. So, on the spinning only, listen, he was here. We should have talked about this last week, but my salesman didn't let me know they was on sale. I wonder who that is. Who is that there, Chris Taylor? No, it ain't Josh. It was Chris Taylor. I'm just giving you a hard time, buddy. I love you. You know that. The wind grips are great in wet weather. You would think they get slick, but they do not.
That is noticeable, actually. I thought for sure that was hype. Like any moisture on that wind grip, and it sticks to your hand.
Gets tacky.
It's there.
Oh, look at Chris.
It's cool.
Well, anyway, $40 off on the Extreme Angler Series rods. And I'm going to tell you, they generally are between 174 and 184, right in that area. There's a little variation depending on the thing. But so those are $40 off for the rest of the year. So you're getting and I mean, this is a custom high-end rod, I think, like that. So the Titanium Series, which is a step up, which is even more stripped down for light, for sensitivity and stuff like that, they're $70 off. And what's that called? What's that called when you daggum break one? Warranty. See, listen, we got so much going on.
I'm not in the habit of breaking them.
I'm not. The warranty on this, I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Chris Taylor. Let's see, tell Ears is 70 off the rock. Who's Ears? Oh, Ears? Are you Ears? Are you considered Ears? He said, tell Ears it's $70 off the rod he wanted. Is that you? $70 off? Yes, $70 off. He's going to buy one right now, Chris. It really is titanium. $70 off, not $70.
70 off makes it like
No, listen, lifetime warranty. Listen, we got some guys in here tonight that are not very strong on math. But anyway, I believe it's lifetime warranty, $60, no questions asked on the Extreme Angler Series, and it might be 110, 120. Josh, am I correct or close to that on the titaniums? Is it like 110, 120 on the titaniums, or $100 lifetime warranty, something like that? Something like that. So Chris will definitely chime in a second. But anyway, these things, listen, I'm not lying to you. Math Challenge podcast. Listen, Ron, there's a lot of challenges going on this podcast right here, right now, buddy. But anyway, so we got these FXs. And here's another cool thing is Bob builds these rods specifically for a use. So if you say, I want a swim bait rod, we can line you up with the exact FX rod. And if we don't have it in stock, we can order it and have it here in a couple of days. Just to give you an example of how specific it can be. I hit Bob up and I said, I need a rod that throws a rig. And he said, okay, you throwing a 3-arm A-rig or a 5-arm A-rig? And I said, hell, I ain't never thought about it. He said, if you throw a 3-armed A-rig or a certain swim bait things, you want a 7.4, medium, heavy, whatever. And he started listing it off. If you want to throw a 5-arm, you want to go with the 710. And he gave me the reason why. And again, I can't even do it justice to try to give you the reason. But come on in and touch these things. I mean, it's like, I believe if you pick it up, you like it, you will buy one of these things. If you got any questions that we can't answer, we'll get the right people in touch with you to answer any question you guys. Is that pretty good? Does that sound like it's right? But listen,
hey, that sounds professional. Hey,
well,
it's a good stick. That's what you need to know. It's a good stick. At what is it, after $40 off one of those anglers? What is it, about $110?
Nah, it's so most of them start off about 174. So you're not 40 off. So you're looking in the 134. For $134,
I
you're
dare
not
you
to
to find a better rod for $130.
That is true.
Like,
I mean, it really is true. So we got them, and so and that's again, that sale lasts to the end of December. January 1st, they go back up to normal prices. So we are matching. Hey, listen, come on, guys. Let's go. The guy's shaking at it. Let's move. So we are doing that. So all right. Also, we got Georgia Blade jigs here, $2.60 for the rest of the month of December. Just come on across. I mean, it's no big deal. We just throw this together as we do. Are we all happy now? Are we good? Perfect. All right, so here we go. We got to talk fishing. We got people watching. Have I missed anything, Josh? Did I cover everything? All right, so we're gonna have Pork Taco on for just a minute, and then we will get Aaron Tippin back on. So anyway, Mr. Taco, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Now, I would like for you, it's $100 on the titanium. Beer makes everything better. Don't hurt nothing, does it? Sure, don't hurt nothing. Blake's looking really cute about right now. Him and that mullet. So anyway, I want to talk. Listen, and here's the thing. One of the things we love here at Fish North Georgia is meeting new people. And you said, we've been friends on Facebook. You've commented on this, and you decided to make a drive up here today. And so, number one, thank you. Appreciate you. Now you are now on the friends list, like that. So, I'm gonna let you start the show off. You got these two fine gentlemen right here. So you got Justin likes to bank fish. That's what his specialty is, and you got the Mr. Kayak guy, which you like to fish kayaks.
I do.
As far as fishing here in Georgia, because we've been talking for a couple hours, and you're getting back into the game.
Yep.
So a lot to learn,
Yeah, definitely a lot to learn. So I guess, what advice would you give a beginner? Now, have decent rods, decent reels.
You fish the kayak.
Fish kayak.
That's a really general question.
It is general.
I guess my response would be, what do you want to catch?
Maybe bass.
Okay.
So we're going bass, either large
Hey,
spots.
what are you doing, Josh?
So
listen, everybody else is talking. I'm trying to take a
So
sit.
the bass eliminated catfish, carp,
Yeah.
and gar from Lake Lanier. So now we're on striper, largemouth, and spots. So
Oh, we got
We're-
whites in them.
And I do. So, I've fished Yahula several times.
Yeah.
I live in Dahlonega. Now, the last couple weekends, I've been on Lanier. Nothing.
Northern end of Lanier. We're talking
Lanier.
Toto Creek
Yeah,
area.
Toto Creek and 6 Mile. I fished both those two areas. First time I've actually taken my kayak out onto Lanier.
All right.
So let's go. Let's just talk about Lanier.
And let me stop y'all real quick. So just the people that are watching, if you have a question, type it into the comments, or you have a topic that you want us to talk about, because if you guys want to know something that tonight's the night, put it on there. We'll start talking about it. It doesn't matter. It's an open line, open comment, open topic. So, I mean, there, as long as it's not, I really don't want to get into politics, and I definitely don't want to argue.
No.
No.
Please, no politics. But anything else? What's up, Brian Baker? We can talk about it. Any type of fish and anything. If you don't ask, that's on you. So, but anyway, let's go. So,
I'll
beginners.
Go, I'll agree with Jacob's comment here. Lanier, people like to overcomplicate Lake Lanier. It is not this like mystical mystery lake. There are days absolutely where it will punish you like no other body of water and humble you.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Is that your wife?
Yes, it
is Kathy your wife? Hey, Miss Melton, how you doing, hon? Pork taco sure is cute. I thought so the second he walked through the door. I'm like, what a fine looking specimen he is. Now listen.
I think it's the earrings.
Oh God, that's my daughter.
Oh, your daughter's on here too? Sure does look like my dad. Well, listen, words you don't want to hear for 200. Anyway, okay, all right, wonderful. All right, but listen, you've got the family watching. Did you text him and tell him he was going to be on?
They asked, and I was like, well, he said he was going to maybe put my face on there.
There you go. So, all right, now listen, you two better go to the YouTube channel, Fish North Georgia, and subscribe right now. I mean, make sure you hit that button so you can get all the notifications of all our fishing videos. But no,
he's doing great.
He is doing
I'm
great.
doing good. Thank
I
you.
promise you, he is behaving. The rest of us, we can't promise that, but he will be home and he will be just fine. So we promise we will take care of him while he is here. And we appreciate you allowing him to stay out. And we love him a lot. We watch it every time. Oh, yeah, there you go. Look. Oh, you watch it with him.
Yeah, we all sit in the watch it.
Absolutely awesome. So, hey, listen, Kathy, we appreciate you very much. I don't know much about pork here, but thank you for watching right there. So anyway, okay, let's get back. I couldn't help that. So, hey, listen, hey, when they chime up, you got to talk.
Lanier will absolutely challenge you. I think simplicity to me is the key. There's 3 things you do on Lanier that matter.
Come on, man. You've been on here before. Get that microphone on up there. Yeah. Get close.
I think that to me, there's about 3 things you do on Lanier that matter, and it's throw a shaky head and learn how to drop shot a little bit and top water in the summertime. I mean, it doesn't have to be complicated. It's fishermen make Lanier complicated. To me, a lot of it starts with map work. Navionics has a great web app.
Do you have Navionics?
Yeah, I have a Garmin.
Okay,
map.
Okay,
I mean,
very good.
So it's got it.
not even
Got
that,
it on
you
there.
can go on your computer and straight to navionics.com or whatever and bring up the whole lake.
Okay,
And,
I do that.
From a kayak, even from a bigger boat, a lot of guys recommend, and I agree with, start with a creek. Like you start with a small area.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to fish all 38,000 acres, you drive yourself insane. You'll chase reports. You're in Toto, you're in Sardis, you're in Bayless, you're in Baldridge, and you don't know how any of those places actually work. And maybe you run into them one day, and that's fool's gold. And then you go back and you get punished the next day for chasing. And to me, I feel like you pick an area and you work that area, and you look at your map and you say, here's a ditch, here's a point. This is what a ledge looks like. And then you can target those areas. And then the reports, when you read someone like LJ saying, here's a ditch full of fish, or farmer, here's a ditch full of fish. It doesn't have to be farmer's ditch full of fish in Baldridge. There's 1,000 ditches on Lake Lanier.
Well, right. And as far as kayak fishing, we have to target a smaller area to begin with, because I can't go zipping all around the lake.
You can't run all over the place. And And so to me, for the kayak in the wintertime, I'm not going to lie. I'm a cheater. I'll put out live bait and pull flat lines. I'll striper fish. And you just go, I go along with my sonar and there's a brush pile, waypoint. Here's a ledge, waypoint. And then summertime, when those places come into play,
Just come back to them.
you got 50 brush piles in your pocket.
Gotcha. That's good.
And a lot of times that's an efficient way in a kayak. That's an efficient way to cover water. I mean, you're out there, you're on the water, you have bait in the water, you have a chance. And then you realize, hey, you'll see the patterns start to emerge. Hey, I'm here. I catch them from 8 until 10 in the morning, and then they pull out. Or, hey, they show up at 4 in the afternoon. And in the wintertime, I think especially, they can be like clockwork.
Yeah.
I mean, you can set your watch by it.
Okay, I got you. George Smith, I'm going to ask that question for you here in a second. I appreciate you watching the show. Now, Justin, now you are you told me you like bank fishing. All right, so you bank fish Lanier a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so then there's a lot of guys that bank fish Lanier. So we could even go talk about your expertise as far as, if that's what you want to call it, or however, your experience in bank fishing. What are you looking for? I know access is one thing, but when you're choosing a place to go bank fish, what are you looking for?
I mean, going along with what he was saying with the ditches and the points and whatnot, like 6 Mile for me in the bank, spring, early summer, late fall. I haven't really hit winter there yet, so I don't really know. But that area, the biggest thing is the DNR maps. Look for your fish attractors, because that bridge over there at 6 Mile, you got two. Yeah, you have two on each side and on either end, and you have a bottleneck right there. One of the guys I was with one time was like, during that late fall, early winter, look at the bottlenecks within the lake. 6 miles one, 2 miles another one that's pretty good. I fished, I'm going to say about 10 or 11 boat ramps around Lanier. 6 Mile, 2 Mile, Ballas, Tidwell, Mary Alice, and down at the dam, and then all around West Bank and East Bank. When I first got down here, it was definitely an adjustment because I was a northern guy. We were bass fishing on lily pads, river fishing for muskie and pike. So it was a huge
change. I bet it was. Absolutely,
coming down here. Like when I first got down here, I'm throwing giant night crawlers out on 2-ounce egg weights, throwing it to the bottom, hoping to catch cats. And it's like, I'm not getting anywhere. And when I was down at the dam for the first time, there's a Spanish guy that's walking by, he's got this swim bait, 6-7 inches long, just chucking this thing. I'm like, dude, what are you, shark fishing? No, man, you need big stuff for the stripers down here. First ever striper I caught was on a 1/8 ounce black and white rooster tail, right at sunset.
Holy tomato.
Yeah, dude, like I had my wife on FaceTime.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm sitting here shaking because it's like I've never caught one before. And it was like that broke the ice, that killed me.
Yeah.
Because of the fact it's like I got that striper fight, and it's like, I like this. We got to find more. And then it's like, you turn around and, it's one of those things you can't give up. If you're sitting on the couch, you're never going to catch fish. If you go out and put lines in the water, you're going to have a better chance than not. So I've been skunked numerous times for weeks at a time. And you'll catch that one day where you can't keep a rod out of your hand. Like I'll throw a live.
I'm still looking for that day.
Well, and now let me tell you this, and one thing that I think you can't never go wrong on, and it's everybody's go-to on Lanier, no matter what you're targeting. I think, and Bill Payne said it in one of our podcasts, you've got to have a shaky head tied on.
And fish it slow.
And if you think you're fishing it slow down. The shaky head that I like to throw in Lanier always consists of a green pumpkin with a little different variations, stuff like that. But right now, too, if I were a kayak guy around rock, I'd be busting a rock crawler. I personally, reddish color. I'd be throwing that rock.
Rock crawler DT Raffle, man.
Yeah.
DT10.
You like the Rapala kind of stuff? Because I'm a
I'll
Spro guy. On the rock collar, I throw the Spros.
They're both good.
They're both good. And here's the one thing I can tell you: you got to beat that rock. What did he say last, or was it you, or was it no? It was the week before. A guy was saying counting rocks. The guy was saying counting rocks when he was throwing you're counting rocks.
Yeah,
So
I remember him saying that.
If you're counting rocks, you're tipping them. I mean, you're hitting them. So those rock crawlers, you bring it through and you're just bouncing off, and all of a sudden your rod goes, and so if I were a kayak guy
you
right
hit
now,
one that pulls back.
you hit one that pulls back. That's exactly right. So I would say for a starter right now, beginner, concentrate on number one. You got to throw the bait you're confident in. And I don't know what your confidence level is in anything.
I've been working a shaky head and a drop shot.
Shaky hot red.
So
yeah, there you go.
Do you have electronics?
I do.
Okay, red and green crawl colors.
There's a thing to be confident in.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're confident in what you're throwing. Are you confident in your electronics? Are you confident in what you're seeing?
No.
Okay.
Well, not 100% of the time because, like I said, that
comes with
pretty
experience,
brand new with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can say,
I think
that looks like a fish.
Like I feel like part of the live bait game, like helps with that because you see, hey, there's a cloud of bait. Hey, I think that's fish, and maybe you get a bite, and that helps to lock that in. Is hey, there's bait here. Hey, there's fish here.
Right.
And when you're going out and hunting for them, you know the difference between fish and timber. I have trouble. I don't know the difference between gar and stripers.
Well,
how many hours have been wasted on Lanier sitting on schools of gar trying to catch stripers?
So there's no telling. I mean, I imagine plenty.
Oh, they mark so good though. I mean, they got gars, got that big hide,
Absolutely.
You run over them and you're like, oh man, there's 50 fish here, 100 fish here. You can't go wrong.
And Kurt, listen, you're absolutely right. Good point. Some of us tournament fishermen have gotten away from just the basics and fun of just catching fish. That's why I love going with a wife and going for anything that pulls. And so that's definitely one that I think a lot of us are guilty of from time. But if as a beginner, Matt, I honestly would generally tell you, first of all, find your one bait you're confident in, stick with it. Stick with it. And here's something, and it's kind of something that I've been watching this video series by another guy, and I won't get into the whole thing, but I'm talking to Josh. But his whole thing is, and I told Josh this yesterday, is mastering the basics. Okay, master the basics of that bait before you try to master the basic of another one. Become an absolute expert on a shaky head. Know how it feels, know how a rock feels, know how what depth, where you're getting your bites, time of year. Master the shaky head. And when you say, okay, I am confident, I'm a master of that, then we'll go to a crankbait, or then we'll go to a jerk bait, stuff like that. And it ain't always catching fish, but it's just the feel of the lake and the stuff like that. So I think that's, if I could give you any advice as a beginner, and I am not an expert fisherman, no, I would go with that. Master something. Okay. Until you are totally confident in it, and then move to the next thing or move to the next level of that. I think that's in that good. Master reading your maps, master your electronics, and that is with time, of course.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, I'm learning it all. So it's kind of,
as like you said earlier, being out that's a big deal. Put your time in, put your hours in, and if you don't feel like you're being productive,
you're going right downhill.
It's deliberate practice at some point. Even when you're getting skunked,
right?
It's deliberate practice, and you have to think of it that way because that's what you really improve with. It's like I was talking to Aaron over here earlier.
Yeah. We're gonna bring him back on here in a second
about swim bait fishing, glide bait fishing. I tried to get in the glide bait game this year a little bit, and you got to keep that rod locked in your hand. You got to see what happens. How does a fish react when I see one? What do I do? Is he negative? Is he positive? And that's a little out in the weeds for a beginner. But if you're just hauling water and you're not engaged and you're not thinking about, do I feel rocks? Do I feel wood? Is this spot producing? Should I move? And if this spot is producing, how many other spots do I have that are just like this one?
Gotcha. Yeah.
And that, I think, that was a huge breakthrough for me. When I first had that thought, I was out with a buddy of mine. It was the spawn, actually. We were fishing beds and in the back of a cove off a dock. And I said, man, there's like 5 spots close to the house that are just like this one.
Mm-hmm.
That's how pattern fishing works. That's how you build on your success. And you begin to really, I went to this ditch, I dropped a spoon, I hop, jiggled, and I got a bite. And then how many other ditches do you have? Do they respond to that again? Are you more aggressive, less aggressive? Then you can start to really go somewhere. But in the beginning, it's deliberate. It's you have
Just
to be
putting in my time.
I'm putting in
work. Yep.
I'm putting in work, but I'm working in a purposeful way. Being out there counts.
Yeah,
you have to be
absolutely.
out there and kind of be purposeful with what you're
Absolutely. Does that
Yeah,
sound good?
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds it's all sound advice.
Yeah, and even if something's not working, I mean, there's been multiple times I was over on West Bank, between West Bank and the dam, and I'm not going to put specifics out because Rick Ola would probably shoot me right now.
That's all right.
But we came across on one of the points, shad this big, top water all day. Couldn't get live bait hit, top water, nothing. Couldn't figure out where the fish were. So I pulled out my fly rod, sitting there throwing a little top water dry fly, pulling a shad this big. Throw out again, shad this big. There was no predatory fish hitting anything, and the shad were just jumping. Looked like it was going to be a great day, and turned around, it was
Just nothing but bait in that
yeah,
area.
it was just nothing but bait. And like you said, you look for the bait. The bait's not always going to have the fish, but 90% of the time, that's where you're going to get most of your strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's pretty cool. So, all right. So first, I'm gonna first thank you for driving all the way up here. That's a hell of a question you just asked. And if I don't get Blake back on contractually, he's gonna cry. He's gonna come up here tomorrow.
Come on back over here.
No, listen, but seriously,
They're talking
listen,
secrets.
I know, but listen, thank you very much.
Hey,
number one,
No
for
problem.
coming up here and for watching all the time. You're always the
I do
first
watch
person.
all the
I mean,
time.
I absolutely
And
love
I,
the
well,
fact-
and I appreciate what you guys do, and I've learned a lot. It's a lot to take in. Doing
It
this.
is.
I fish with
is.
this. I fish
Yeah.
with this.
But that's the
Just
biggest
got to
thing,
figure
like,
out what works with
that's
for me.
like Dan
Yeah.
said, go with what you're comfortable with, master it. If you look, there's probably 10 or 15 Lake Lanier Facebook pages right now.
There's a bunch.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
there.
So there's that many. So
the beginning of every bad Lake Lanier report starts with, I threw everything in the box.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but man, I appreciate you.
No, thank you very much.
All right,
Appreciate you.
perfect. Now get that old redneck back up here because he cries.
Bring the mullet back.
Bring the mullet back. The mullet's back. All right, look in the camera. Let's
what-
make sure you look. No, nobody said you could talk yet. Just look in the camera.
Is it 8:30?
Yeah, he is. But we're gonna do some stuff. Listen, I know Justin Warren. I keep seeing you. Yeah, every 5 minutes. Justin works here, and he's gonna fish the ABA 125 on Allatoona this weekend. And all I see is, hey, what are they biting on tuna? Hey, what can I do on tuna? Listen, throw a jig and shut up. I mean, seriously, Justin, shut up. We're gonna answer. I love Justin. I'm just playing with him. All right. So anyway, the Murphy said throw a jig. All right. What color? Hell, I can't see that, dude. I mean, I'm old.
It don't matter what lake you're on.
I was gonna say, I don't know.
This
Would you look up? Nobody can see
Okay.
your eyes.
It doesn't matter where you're at in North Georgia. This color right here, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green,
Well, yellow. They don't yellow on it.
orange. Yeah, I'm colorblind. That's yellow.
That's right. I forgot. He's colorblind too. He's a colorblind redneck.
Listen. This a color like this. You can.
Hey, wait a second. How the hell do you know what color it is? You can't see.
I know it's not black and blue.
So yeah.
But listen.
There's blue
no,
flake in that, so-
seriously.
Okay,
Anybody that is fishing North Georgia, even
Look at
even-
the eyes, look at the camera.
okay, even the Chickamauga, Gunnersville, this should be a go-to color for anybody. I've caught more fish on a color like this than anything else.
Okay.
This color is my go-to jig.
All right.
I was gonna
Going
say,
back, hey, you said you were fishing Thompson Creek, right?
No, Toto.
Okay, if you're fishing Toto Creek,
Oh, here we go.
Here comes the
Here
juice.
we
Hey.
go,
Here
guys.
comes
All right,
the
Listen,
juice.
everybody, get your pins out.
Listen,
Billy Ray is
listen,
getting ready to
hey,
tell you.
I don't care.
Here's the deal.
Here we go. What's the deal? What's
Hey,
the deal on Toto? Right now?
Outfish me. I don't care.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna tell
I
you
know.
what.
Let's go. Talk.
Crankbait,
What kind?
What color?
black and or not black and red, but red and black crawfish color year long. I don't ever pick up a shad crankbait. I don't.
Okay.
I'm
All
crawfish
right.
color all year. A jig
What color?
right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
This
This color right here.
Right. Okay. And keep
Shaky
going.
head, green pumpkin. Zoom. The what are they? 6
Hold on a
inches?
second. Hold on a second. Stop. Josh White. Listen, your wife just called y'all my boyfriends. Listen. Tell your wife that's right. Hang right. We are. All right. We got bromances going on right now, right here. So all right. So yeah, tell her that. So anyway, are you done? And you got more wisdom in this question, real quick.
What trailer is he putting on that jig?
What trailer you putting on
Okay.
that jig?
So I have 2 trailers that I fish. That's all I fish. I'll fish a Strike King, the mini lobsters. I'll fish that,
Okay.
and then I'll fish the Zoom chunks.
Okay.
I'm different. A lot of people.
That is the most truthful thing that's ever been spoken on the Fish North Georgia show right here. There we go.
I'll fish a Strike King lobster on these a lot,
Right.
but sometimes I'll bulk it up and I'll put the Zoom. What are they? The flappers, the big ones.
Yeah.
The flappers.
I call them flappers.
Well,
I'll
yeah,
fish those.
there's two
Hey.
kind of trailers. There's flappy and not flappy. Like,
Hey,
Like her
color
women.
green pumpkin. That's all I'm doing on a jig. I'm throwing a lobster Strike King and I'm
Right.
throwing a Zoom.
Okay.
are you a hopper, a dragger, or a swimmer? Or?
I fish fast year round. I do not
Why do
drag
you
a
keep
jig.
looking at me? I didn't ask you.
Hey, I'm talking.
Look at
I'm
him.
talking. Okay, I'll talk to the camera.
I'm gonna give him
I
that.
fish fast.
My man.
I've grown up looking at KVD. KVD always says, I want the fish that want to eat. I'm not sitting there dragging a jig. I'm bouncing it.
Okay.
I'm bouncing it all year.
All right. Given that, listen, I've taken a while, and Mr. George Smith, way back about an hour and a half ago, had a question. What power method right now? I think he was in a kayak, and I'm sorry, George, just the conversation's been going so good that I haven't gotten back to it. But he wanted to know what power method should he be targeting for bass? And I'm going to assume we're talking right now. Is there a power method? We'll start with you there, Aaron Tippin. And then after that, we're going to do the question of the week, the waters question of the week. So seriously.
I would be power fishing a swim bait and power fishing a crankbait. I'm cranking on bluff walls, riprap, points, and then I'm doing the same thing with a swim bait. I'm going to throw a big swim bait though. I don't throw a little swim bait. Danny, I've told you, I'm fishing a big fat football head with a Kitech.
Yeah.
And I'm counting rocks, but I'm doing it quick, constantly winding. I'm not stopping. I'm reeling it the whole time.
So you're basically just nicking the rock ledges.
Yep. What I'm doing, I'm letting it hit the bottom, and it's such a heavy head. I throw it out, and I can feel it. You'll feel the thump. I'm counting the rocks, but I'm just ticking the rocks. I'm looking for active fish. I'm not going to sit there and slow it down or anything like that. I want the fish that are feeding and that are hungry. So I'm going to crank it.
Oh, yeah, because that's where you're going to get 90% of your
Exactly.
Because if you're going to sit there and throw a worm and just dip right in front of it, if they're going to hit it, they're going to hit it when it's going down. They're not going to sit there and follow it for 10 feet.
I'll tell y'all this. It took me a couple years. You know, I've been fishing Lanier since I was 17. Got in a tournament fishing when.
What are we doing? Oh yeah, you got this monstrosity.
All right.
Show everybody this thing. Show everybody this.
The juice.
This is what I fish.
Yeah, we're
summertime.
Yes.
This is what I fish ledges on Gunnersville, ledges on Chickamauga. I fish this on Lanier, summertime, wintertime. This is a football head that I've made. It's a big one. I think this is an ounce football head. I'm fishing it with a 3.3 Kitech. Hey,
I love it.
I'm counting the rocks with it. And I fish
So
this.
you're not going to put me off with that theory.
I fish this year round, and I've been doing it for about 3 years now. I've caught fish hot weather. I've caught fish in the ditches on Lanier. I fish this in brush piles. Yes, it gets hung up a lot. Break it off, tie another one
Too
on.
bad.
Too bad.
Well, we had one with the daggum zoom on it.
There's
Somewhere
a
around here. I couldn't
saying.
find it. I went and looked for it.
There's a saying in fly fishing. I don't know if any of y'all fly fish a little bit. Give them meat and make them eat.
You want to, especially during the wintertime.
Shut up, Danny.
Fly fishing too.
Yeah, listen to that.
If y'all
I need to make that into a
if y'all are
t-shirt.
off on that big that big heavy jig head and the bigger Kitech, whatever. Give them meat and make them meat.
Listen,
They don't want to. They want the big meal.
You're right.
Especially in the winter because they're
They're
going
feeding
into
up.
the deeper water.
they're
Yeah.
feeding
So
up.
they want there. I've seen guys that are catching these spotteds. They're choking up like 3-4 inch herring,
And they're
shad.
they're swallowing them
Bigger
whole.
than that.
Yeah, they're swallowing them whole.
When
And
I
it's
catch
like-
fish on this, it's down their throat. I've had to cut this off several times down fish's throat because
so
you
it
rip it
wasn't
out.
knuckle deep.
Two knuckles.
Two knuckles. Again, that's going to come out in the book. Now, let me ask you this, though, because now what I thought was pretty cool here a second ago when you were talking about, I've never had anybody on the show that bank fishes. So you're the first, but I actually, listen to you talk about the strategy in bank fishing, choosing spots, stuff like that. Would you throw something like that from the bank?
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat. Okay. Have you thrown anything like that around Lanier and had success or something similar with a swim bait like that from the bank? Because here's what's funny. You get a guy in a boat, he's going to throw it at the bank. And you get a guy at the bank, he's going to throw as far out as he can.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing.
So there is a medium right there. There's a fine medium.
It's not even the funniest thing is I don't have a boat. So I'm trying to get to those points where I got a 15-foot drop off like that. That's what I'm looking for a lot. And the problem is you got these guys that are on boats and it's like, I got this $90,000 Ranger and I'm sitting 15 foot off the shore. Like, dude, like if I had a boat, I'd be out in the river channel. I'd be out at islands. I'd be everywhere except there. So it's like, there's fish there. So you're not going to sit there and throw it away. Like when I first moved here, everybody's like, you have no luck bank fishing in Lanier. It's like, there's water, there's fish there. I'm not after trophy striper, trophy cat, stuff like that.
Right.
I want to take my kids out. I want to have a good time. Like I said earlier, if you're not getting out fishing, then you're wasting your time.
Right.
So something like that in a heartbeat. I have 3/8 or half ounce swim jig head that I'm running the 3.5 inch pearl white Kitex on.
Electric shad's a real good color too. Year round. I feel like an electric shad matches more of the herring in the lake.
Over spawn, I was over at the Little Ridge area of Lanier, and
Little Ridge represent.
there's a point.
Okay.
There's a point you walk back the trail.
Yeah.
And it's great though because you may know this area when you go walk down where all the docks are on the other side of that cove.
Yeah.
And then there's those pine trees.
Yeah.
There's that point there that has a shelf that goes out to the buoy, and it's to the buoy. It's only like 10 foot deep, but each side there's an immediate drop off.
Yeah.
I've hooked more cats, gar, stripers, spots on either side of there. And then over the spring this year, I actually threw my fly fishing waders on. It's like, I'm going to go out and chuck this thing past the buoy. I had my Kitech on there. When it hit, I'm starting to reel back, and I was actually hitting behind the buoy, the rocks that were coming up to that shelf. And they were sitting right back there behind that buoy. And it's like, I sat there by mid-afternoon, you'd see the bass boats pulling up on the buoy, dropping down, drop shotting or whatever they were using. So if you're in the water, you're going to have a better chance of catching something than not being in the water at all.
Right.
And yeah, there's baits that are going to work better throughout the year than others, but a hook in the water with bait on it's going to be better than sitting at home.
One thing that I've really started focusing on more is I like to throw a swim bait year round. I'm looking for bigger fish, especially when I'm fishing a tournament. I'll fish this for an hour or two. If I don't catch none, I don't catch none. And then I'll pick up a jig or start cranking or throwing a jerk bait or something like that. But what I've realized, especially on these herring lakes all over North Georgia, if you catch one on a swim bait, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a kicker or a better fish.
It's the one you want.
It's the one you want to weigh in. It's the one you want in your live well.
Well, you're looking for 5. Most tournaments, you're looking for 5 bites.
Yeah.
If you can hit on them 5 bites, you got it made.
And the thing is with a swim bait, it's so versatile. You can fish this in 30 foot of water. I can go up and I can fish this thing in 5 foot of water. My biggest spot, I caught her 2 years ago. Buddy came home. He just got home from overseas. I think it's South Korea. Me, Jacob, and Aaron, we went out. It was January, 30-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, it was basically snowing on us. It was cold.
Right.
Biggest sack we've ever caught on Lanier. I caught I think it was a 5/8 spot out a young deer in 2 foot of water on this right here.
In 2 foot of water.
2 foot of water.
That's funny
I threw up on riff raft because the wind was hitting it. Hey, wind blown points all year.
Yep.
Them bait fish get up on it. It don't matter when it is.
I mean, that rock in the wintertime, that rock holds heat.
It holds the heat and the fish get up on it. And if you don't catch them on swim bait, pick a jig up. You're going to find something that's feeding on that riff raft. But I cranked this 3 times on that riff raft and she hit.
Okay.
And it felt like a ton of bricks and got her to the boat. It's the biggest spot I caught.
Okay. All right. So you guys take a break for half a second because it's already 9 o'clock and I haven't done the question of the week here. So,
well, come on, big
we're
dog.
coming. Here we go with the Waters heating and air question of the week. Mason Waters, Ball Ground, Georgia. Guys, if you got a heat and air problem situation or anything you need to take care of, you got to go to the bathroom? Yeah, go ahead. This time sneak off. That's all right. Yeah. So, listen, guys, Mason Waters, you hear me say it day in and day out on this show. Honesty and integrity and a guy that will treat you right and give you good prices. That is Waters Heating and Air. He is a friend of mine, a friend of the show. He is the turtle killer, if you guys remember. All right. So, but listen, he's one of us, guys. And that's the kind of people we want to support. He is one of us. You have a problem. And I'm going to go ahead and say Hall County, Dawson County, Cherokee County, Lumpkin, Pickens, in that area. Hell, I know he's even gone down to South Georgia and done some work. If you got a heat and air problem, give Waters Heating and Air a call at 770-773-0073. Tell him Danny sent you, and he might charge you double knowing that Danny sent you and all that. But here is the question of the week, all right? And this is kind of long, but you guys got to listen. And here's the prize. We have got 10 of the old style True Grit jigs that we're going to give out. Did I say 10? Man, I've had way too much.
Hey,
let's kick it down to 5.
No, you done said 10.
My goodness.
You done said it.
Did you see the look Josh gave me right then? He's like, Danny, we're giving away the store.
What's the question?
I'm gonna give you all the ugly colors. What? 15. Hell, why not? We're
15. Hey, these are some of the best hand tied jigs in North Georgia. I'll back my word on it.
You back your word on it.
Hey, I'm just saying, there's some awesome jigs.
There you go. Listen, these are the old
y'all
style.
Gonna have to out Google me for this. 15 is.
Listen,
I'm in.
We're going 10. You don't qualify. And the answer is for Nathan. You don't get to play, dude. I'm serious. You're killing me. But here's the question. All right, and it's long, and I might. This is actually credit to Pork Taco for this question. All right, so if I say it wrong, it's all his fault that he didn't go over it enough with me. But Arthur Woody. Okay, Arthur Woody was a conservationist ranger in North Georgia from 1912 to 1945. One interesting fact that I told Matt when we were talking about this question is he is related to Golden Woody, who he recently just passed away, but his family were real close, and I get to hunt the Woody farm up in Dahlonega, and it's one of the biggest deer I've ever killed came off that farm. Good people. I don't know Arthur, of course, he's passed away, but that family, what's left of them are absolutely phenomenal people. But anyway, from 1912 to 1945, he was a humanitarian and conservationist ranger here in North Georgia, and he is the one actually credited with restocking the whitetail. What are you doing over there? I'm handling it. Did Josh have to go to the bathroom? Do you know what you're doing? Press a button.
No.
There you go. Look, spit. Dude, why don't you press the button on him? My Lord, what hell yeah. Hey, just everybody come on up. We'll let everybody work here from now on. All right. So anyway, from here's the question. Now, Arthur Woody from 1912 to 1945, he was a conservationist ranger and is credited with restoring the white-tailed deer population in North Georgia.
Good man.
Good man.
Yep.
Absolutely. Hoorah, hoorah. Everything's great. However, that was not the only thing he credited with restoring. So the question is, what other animal, game, or fish, either way, was he credited with restoring in North Georgia? Now, there's there's several answers, but we're going to get specific. You want to win the prize. Okay, Ron, dadgum, Ron, jeez, dude, I ain't even done with the question. He said trout.
That's not possible.
Right. Not specific. I ain't done with the dadgum question.
Hey, this guy's on it.
Listen,
They're all on it. They're all on it. I mean, look at the comments.
Trout.
They're all on it.
Guys, listen, hold on a second. Let me finish the question. You guys are the ones.
I think we should just take bunnies.
Listen, all right, hold on a second. George Smith. All right, look, Chris Nation. I can't give. Listen, I didn't finish the question. Got the right answer.
Brook trout are just as native as they've always been.
Brook Trout, but Brook Trout was what I was going at. He was real instrumental. But I mean, good grief! All right, we're gonna do a duo.
We need a new question.
You guys suck.
Is it time for my wrestling question?
Listen, you were the. Listen,
I'm sorry, but
you were the trouser trout. Trouser trout. Oh my God. Listen,
good class of people, Danny. You said
I did
a
say
good
that.
class of people,
I did say that.
but not classy people.
We've gone to hell in a handbag in a hurry here. All right, listen, guys. All right, we're brown pickle.
You ever see those memes where they're like, "This is the car part, but don't call it the actual name, like something else"? This is where this is.
There
going.
goes your G ratings. Listen, all right.
We ain't
guys.
used any of George Carlin's words yet.
Yeah, there's words that I told these guys they could not say, but I'm about to say every single one of them. All right, you know what? Screw you guys. That question didn't count. So here's the question. Go ahead. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Aaron Tippin has been wanting to ask this stupid ass question for about 6 months now. So finally, you know what? I'm gonna get up and go to the bathroom. So the water's heating and air question of the week is yours. And you better do this right, or you will never come back on the show again. As much as I love you.
What if I get the euro?
The what?
The year.
Just do the question.
Okay. Hey,
All right. Here's the question. I'm going to the restroom.
it's the heat. So the
Water's
question.
heating and air.
The water.
The official question.
The water's heating and air question of the week.
There's his number.
His number is 770-773-0073. All your heating needs. Give the guy a call. The question of the week is, who was the only WWE superstar to win an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck?
You made that one.
Look at him. He's so proud of himself.
You know how long I've been wanting to ask this question? And Danny's like, no, we ain't doing this.
Yeah,
We're
there you
not
go.
doing this. Hey,
There you
hey,
go.
there's the answer right there. Card angle.
That didn't take
Card
long.
angle. Ding, ding, ding.
Because it was too easy the whole
I
time.
know. I mean, you have a guy that parades out for his first match. He had that big gold emblem on there, and his whole USA jumpsuit, like
Kirk Angel.
mullet butter. That was good.
Goldberg, not an Olympian. He is a Georgian, though.
Hey, he played for the Atlanta Falcons and the Dogs.
Was he a dog?
He was a dog.
There you go.
Played for the Falcons. I think he got hurt, and that's why he went to wrestling.
Damn good dog, Goldberg.
There you go. It was easy, but it's a good question.
It wasn't. Hey,
Have you already done it already?
yeah, we had a
Ron
drum
Swinford.
roll and everything, man.
Hey, Cash, Jeff Cash, how you doing, man? Are you serious? Bunnies. What is your wife talking about with bunnies, dude?
Well, I mean, they're cute and cuddly, and we have them in North Georgia. I
What
guess.
was the question again?
Who was the WWE superstar who won a gold medal?
And I told you that question sucked.
You know what? It don't matter, Danny.
It sucked when you brought it up the first time. It sucked tonight.
Your question must have sucked too if it got answered
Well,
that
that's
quick.
just because I was just long-winded on it.
Well,
Well, is that
Speak
one,
a little
that
quicker.
One cat just answered every animal in North
Yeah,
Georgia.
Yeah, I know. Who won?
You can't be wrong.
it was Ron.
Ron Swinford. Didn't I just send you some jigs, Ron?
Hey,
Good Lord.
you see that comment? I may not like gravy, but hey, I throw a swim bait.
I don't care.
And I'll
You don't
throw it
like
all
gravy
year.
and you don't eat grits and you're colorblind.
I mean, you could send you could send 5 jigs to the person that answered your question and 5 jigs to the person that answered his question, and that's less than 10 jigs
No,
because it's only 5 per person.
there's still 10 jigs.
Simple math.
There's still 10 jigs. So
wait,
hold on a
what-
second.
what is
All right,
going
we're gonna get back. Yeah, you thought this was a fishing show, didn't you?
I'm just trying to figure out where this 5 + 5 don't equal 10.
Well, that's all them daggone
Well, yeah,
things
because
that
he only
Canaan-
gives 5 jigs a person. That ain't the same as giving 10 jigs to one person.
Wait a
He's
sec,
spreading the love.
Hold on a second. 5 jigs to this guy and 5 jigs to that guy is still 10 jigs. If you had a long day, son, I mean, seriously. All right, wow. Okay, so there we go. I don't know who the hell won, but Josh will tell me we'll give you something. All right, so Your questions still suck there, though, Aaron Tippin. But all right. So
I
anyway,
won't ask
okay.
another one.
Waters, you will or won't?
I won't. I won't do another one.
What are you butt hurt?
No, I'll still be here to aggravate the.
Every
out of
single, he always does. He shows up all the time. We appreciate you. We love you. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so we're in the part number 2 of the show. So let's start on something else.
I got a question. Talk about the bank fishing. Are
Wait a
there? No, it's a question.
Hold on a second. We're gonna switch chairs.
No,
I'm gonna
no,
let him
no.
have the
Listen,
bank camera.
listen. Hey,
apparently I don't run.
Go back to the bathroom.
Listen.
I'm going back. I'm gonna
Hey.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Take it up.
no. Hey, you. Hey, you said we're talking about anything tonight, right? So this is the question for the bank guys. Is there any kind of tournaments that any of y'all kind of put on for the bank guys?
No, because honestly, I think that would be something great. Because the problem is that I see with a lot of these tournaments, like the digital ones especially, it's going to be harder for the bank guys because, like I said, you're hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not going to go out there and consecutively catch fish. Where you in a kayak, you have the pot. You can get to different spots.
I still don't consecutively catch fish.
But I get what you're saying.
So it's hard. But the biggest thing I think with the bank fishing aspect that I don't know, I'm sort of that let's bring something new and crazy that people would follow on to. And while I was at work today, we took an old Ford Econoline headlight assembly, stuck an LED light in it, and a big styrofoam ball in the back of it. Throw that out in the lake, have enough wire to run about 150 feet, throw it out in the lake as a dock light.
That's a good idea.
Power it with a box. Mario from Your Outdoor Adventures makes these great little boxes. Like you can plug your
plug.
Solid plug. That is a solid.
done.
And look, Mario just popped up. We would be doing something for the bank fishers. Comes from timing and the plug could not have been better.
That
right
was
there.
a good question
Well
because he's
done.
getting his answers.
That was
Even
excellent.
look at Chris Taylor. Apparently, there's catfish tournaments from the bank.
Well, look,
See,
Chris
I wouldn't
Taylor
mind
don't
doing
count
those though, but like
What would you think? Are you thinking like? I would think for bank fishing, like a multi-day.
yeah,
like
it would
a
have
week
to
or
have to
something, so
be
you could
because
go places.
no offense, I don't have that wonderful cake 9 to 5 job where I get to leave work at 5, go hit the lake. Like,
There
I
you
get all
go. That's another great dart right there. You thought, yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, go ahead.
But no,
buddy.
the multi-day aspect, like I got 2 days a week where I can hit the lake, and sometimes it's only one. But
Right.
that's why, like this whole light aspect, because where I work, I am 5 minutes away from Buford Dam.
Mhm.
I have something to power a light. I throw a light out off one of the points.
You don't have strapper.
Get the bait fish in. Predatories are going to follow right behind it.
Listen,
So it
I
gives
love
a
how
whole
he
new.
says predatories.
I mean, they're predatory.
I
fish.
love how he says it though. Yeah, awesome.
Well,
Go ahead. Yo,
Hey, it's the same thing in the Susquehanna River in Pennsylvania. Like in the fall and winter,
right.
we were after muskie and pike. So you were going on fast moving fish, like you said. We weren't sitting there just the spoons around the spoons around the water, man. We're sitting there,
Worm fisherman.
Yeah, like literally, it was. You would have put
Take
somebody's.
that, finesse guys.
Yeah, that's right.
I have nothing against it.
I'm gonna drag my shaky head all day.
LJ. I mean, seriously. Every time we see LJ from now on. All right, here we go. Sorry. I'm being silly.
But yeah, I think, a bank fishing tournament, multi-species would even be good too, because I was up at 6 Mile one time, caught a carp, a catfish, 3 turtles, a small striper, and a spotted. Cleared half the lake of all its species. And
Holy Toledo, Jacob Jones. Do we know Jacob? Do I know Jacob Jones?
Is Jacob one of your friends? Jacob Jones one of your friends?
All right, listen.
That's Cody.
Is that Cody?
I'm pretty sure that's Cody.
Cody.
I think Cody's first name is Jacob.
Cody.
I think that's Cody.
All right, so listen, guys, listen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Cody.
All I'm going to say is this. For those of you interested in the bird cloud,
Don't listen to it.
do not listen to it, number one, in front of your family or your wife
Cody Jones.
or anybody with sensitive ears. All right, so I found out that these boys in Marble Hill, specifically Blake Buchanan and Cody Jones, after they've had a drink or two, listen to this group called Bird Cloud. That's all I'm going to say. You can go on YouTube after this show is done and make up your own mind, and then you will understand about these boys from Marble Hill, Georgia. It is not G-rated. Do not listen to it in front of your anybody with sensitive ears. Is all I'm going to say. So there you go. That's all we're going to say about that. Correct?
Correct.
I
know
still ain't
nothing
figured
about
out.
it, so
Have you ever heard of it?
nope.
Don't look it up.
Listen.
I'm good with that because when you were like 16 and 17, that whole blue waffle aspect came up.
Oh,
It's-
that
it was like ever since then, anything weird that comes up, it's like, yep.
Okay,
I'm
hold
not
on a
even-
second. Hold on a second. I'm old.
Eventually, you just know better. Don't
What is
Google
blue
it.
waffle?
Danny, we're not going down this hole. We're not.
Is that one of the holes that we can't go down?
It's one of the holes that
No.
you don't want to go down.
Sounds like
We're
the
at,
story of
we're
your
at
life.
we're at one knuckle. You're trying to take us
Just
to two
sounds,
knuckles.
sounds like the story of your life. So there you go. All right,
Listen, we need to get back on fishing. Some
Yeah,
winter,
give
some
me-
winter tactics.
I am
Speaking-
from Marble
speaking
Hill.
of bank
Yeah.
fishermen, I'm going to call out Jeremiah Giles. Jeremiah Giles needs to be at this table.
Tell us about
Who
it.
the
Flat
hell is- I mean,
Tell us about
all
it.
right, yeah,
Who
preach
is that?
on. Who's Jeremiah
is it?
Giles?
He's a fish killer, man.
Jeremiah Giles. Does
Jeremiah
he watch
Giles.
the show?
He's right there. He just posted in the comments.
The champ is here.
I see you, buddy. I think you need to be at this table. Jeremiah Giles, he's an excellent big bass fisherman, fishes from the bank a lot. Super solid dude. He's out there doing work, putting in his time. I think it'd be good to have him at the table.
Well, hell, okay. I second the motion. Is
I mean,
anybody in here that disagrees that Jeremiah Giles should be in here? If you so, better speak up now or forever hold your peace.
This
We
is Fish North Georgia. They welcome anybody.
good? We do. I mean, look at the
I mean,
panel
look.
tonight.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. I
we're-
mean, hey, I just come up here to sit around and shoot shit. And they said, "Come on, get on the
Listen
podcast."
at you, listen
Our
at you.
first four-letter word of the night, and it was
I mean,
you.
it was from you.
Hey,
Marble
I'm
Hill
just
guy.
saying.
You know what the problem is he's been waiting all night to say that just because he wants to be bad.
What shit?
Oh dear Lord, guys, come on now. It's family. It's family. I'm just kidding with you. He's going down.
Don't even start, Danny.
I know. I don't even know what blue waffle is, but we'll figure that out afterwards. Josh,
Don't find out.
hold on a second. Josh,
Yeah.
Josh, just look at me. Do you know what the blue waffle is? Okay, so this is a young kind of thing here.
This was, I'm going to say, mid
Years
to
ago.
late 90s. I mean, I'm not as young.
Oh yeah,
Listen,
so
like
it's after
I'm
me.
25 and I know about this.
What's yours? You're just a hick. You should
What's
know
that
about
have to do with anything?
All right, so what's okay? Blue waffle, in a nutshell. Listen. Oh, you know what blue waffle is?
Even the old timers telling you not to go down it.
Pull up my Instagram or look on the Jill. I'd like to come by. Jeremiah Jills, you can come by, but ain't nobody coming on this show to one of these boys in a nice way explains to me blue waffle. Don't Google
I mean,
it around sensitive ears or eyes.
Yeah, it's not a
Pull me up a
listening thing.
picture of it. Let me see.
You serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Hey, don't look it up. Please, Danny, don't look it up. Oh, good grief. All right, so we're going to talk some fishing while they're pulling up blue waffle.
So let's talk about the electric elites a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds like- that was good.
If I'm not mistaken, y'all's first tournament's going up.
Our first tournament is coming up in the middle of January. And a matter of fact, now's a good time to plug our new video
Yes, guys.
on the YouTube channel that Josh and his creative mastery made. Talking a little bit. Look at Jacob. No, Tim White. If you're gonna, you might as well search Two Girls, One Cup.
Seriously, hey, for all the YouTube guys, check out their new video. I watched it last night as soon as it come out. It's a masterwork. I got to watch these guys work on it for, God, I was probably here 4 hours when I was working on it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't get you pumped up about the electric elite, y'all don't need to be fishing.
I agree with that.
Listen,
That's safe.
it's got me wanting to get out of the fiberglass and get
I
me a
don't like
John
the
boat and
word
come
elite.
fish with you.
You don't like the word what?
I don't like the word elite.
Apparently nobody else does either. If I'm being honest, I mean, just good grief.
It's too hoity-toity. for me.
Hoity-toity.
Can
Yeah,
we
I
be the
know.
electric
I know.
pretty good?
My goodness, don't call anything. You're outdoor. We just went rated X. Is it that bad?
Yes,
I guess. Is that something I need to look? Yeah,
Nobody Google this.
not around your.
I know
wife.
now that I've said that, all of you are going to Google it, but just don't.
Not around your wife.
Is
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
Does it
it.
involve animals?
No.
Oh well, somebody pop it up here. Let's just say. If it don't involve animals, I mean, good grief. I'm saved by grace. I can handle it. The good Lord to forgive
How's
me.
the kayak fishing been? You been out
Anyway, hold on
recently?
a second. Now listen. Let's go back to the elite thing. No, hold on a second. Let's go to the elite topic real quick for a second. Because here's the thing.
Hey, good. Do you, big dog?
A lot of people don't like that word elite, no matter what way you're using it in, So like, I mean, we named our trail the Electric Elite, and there were reasons behind it, and some of the reasons were business related reasons behind
it sounds badass. I'm not gonna lie.
It does, and it is. But I mean, are you pulling it up there, Speece?
Trying to find it.
You trying to find
Here's another thing. You're calling it the elites. If it's going to grow like you say it is, it's going to be the best of the best of North Georgia in the electric
Chris
game.
Nation, why? Yeah, here we go. Here's a legitimate question. Let me ask you this, Chris Nation. Why do you have 2 Elcos on your boat, Danny? Because it's like pulling up to a bass tournament with my pants down. I'm just like, here it is, boys. We should go run what you brung. That's what the video says. No, real serious. It's just
it's going to be the best of the best of North Georgia.
It is. Eventually, it's going to be the best of the best of the Southeast. And unfortunately, Josh and I will not qualify for that when it's time come to do that.
But here's the thing.
Did you find it?
I can't find anything on it anymore, which it's probably a good thing.
I'm really wanting to know what Blue Waffle is, dude. Y'all got keep talking.
But here's the thing, guys.
Does your wife check your search history? Is that why you can't pull it up? Huh?
Oh, y'all had opened a can of worms with this.
This is bad.
Chris Nation, fair enough. Actually, the reason why is we wanted to see if we could gain a few more miles per hour. That's the honest truth. We put 2 Elcos on the back just to see, because in electric only fishing, if you're running, there's a huge difference in 3.5 miles per hour, 5.5 miles per hour, 7.3, and if you can get on up to 9.9, stuff like that. So
you had one, and I had one.
yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is very true. Josh wants me to be.
Specifically go out and buy.
Yeah, we did not go out and buy Elcos just to do this. I had one. I had an EP20. Josh had an EP20, and we just decided, what the heck, let's just see what the boat can do. So we did not go out. For those of you that don't like elite, you probably don't like the fact that we got 2 motors on the back of our boat either. So I'm sure I'll get a text message or an email or something like that. So
heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Is that it? That's right.
Yeah,
that is right. That's
That's
a lot of pressure being on top too, dude.
So straight up, if you're tournament fishing and your tournament goes okay, thank your tournament director.
Yeah.
It is a tough, thankless job.
Apparently so. I know. I like that. And I'm seriously, and there's a lot of tough decisions that a lot of people have to make when doing what we're doing. And, sometimes not everybody gets to, don't get to come play. And so feelings get hurt, and then they'll pick you apart on stuff. So the word elite right now is just, you would not believe the drama that grown men can serve up over one single word.
But here's the thing. If this grows like you say it is, the elites.
Well, it will be eventually. I get it.
How fast is your ride, Danny?
Nice change of pace
Hey,
I love it.
Hey,
Nice
he's in a Corvette. Everybody else is in a Honda
No,
Civic.
Listen, seriously, right now, I would say if
I don't
our
know.
boat-
Some of the guys in New York with Honda Civics put turbos and superchargers.
I know.
Just saying.
This is Marble Hill. I hear that bumblebee flying up the road and all.
Hey,
Coming up there.
they're making that midnight run.
What is the midnight run? They going to see the Blue Waffle or what?
They're going to get a little bit of that Colombian Bam Bam, Danny.
Colombian.
It's Marble Hill, baby. That's how we play. Welcome to Marble Hill.
Colombian
Some yayo?
Bam Bam.
Yeah.
That was great.
What? Put a pack of 3-week-old raw chicken in your underwear. Do 30 jumping jacks on a 100-degree summer day equals Blue Waffle. Okay. Nasty. Danny, I sent Blue Waffle to your phone. Chris Taylor, no, dude. I don't want that crap on my phone. The government's watching.
Where's Danny's phone at, boys? Y'all need to go find it.
My wife checks my phone, dude.
Hey, you was asking. Hey, this is on YouTube now, so everybody gets to know what their tournament
Yeah.
director's looking at.
Oh, my God.
Boy, you done brought up a big can
Amanda.
of worms.
Amanda, I love you, honey. I don't know what this Blue Waffle is, and if the daggum North Koreans are going to just hijack my phone. But seriously, I did not look this up voluntarily, and oh my God. Tell me what Colombian Bam Bam is.
The cocaine.
The cocaine. Have the camera on Danny when he looks at his phone. Bring the phone. Where's my phone? Hey, listen. Now here's the problem with this.
I heard it, Ding.
Anybody
heard it, Ding.
Anybody that's
off this show after
listen.
tonight. So.
Anybody that's been calling my phone over the last
and
week.
so
knows-
this becomes one long reaction video.
Okay. Hey, this is the best unboxing video you guys have ever seen. All right, but here's the problem: is my phone has been broke. Anybody's tried to call me. We're trying to unlock
Don't
it.
show your phone to the camera. Just you
seriously?
look at the phone. Yeah.
Okay, look, I hit the things and the weather pulls up. Look at this. I keep hitting my phone, and okay, we're gonna have to listen. For those of you that want to know, I need money for a new phone.
He don't need money. He owns a fishing store, guys.
Are you serious? All right, here we
He's
go.
got electric motors.
That's Aaron
He's
Cole.
got electric motors. Everybody else is
Chris
still running
Taylor,
foot
one
pedal.
attachment.
Two of them.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, you guys ready? All right, so I'm getting ready. This is what now? What is this called? What's it called?
This ain't called Lego my ego. We'll put it that way.
Oh. What the
Oh.
hell?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Wow. All I can say is I love my wife. My God.
You see what rabbit hole you went down?
The hell causes that? Josh.
There once again.
Oh my goodness. That's an actual disease. So I need some more information.
No, you don't.
Well, that picture right there.
Hey, guess what?
First
That
of
rabbit
all-
hole that
first
we
of all,
weren't supposed to go down.
How did you guys know about this?
It's a bad staph infection, Danny.
Listen, it looks like Marble Hill, Georgia, all wrapped in one right here. My God.
Boy, you hitting on my hometown a little bit.
What, you want me to turn the camera around?
You ain't from no worse.
Oh, yeah, it's a Dawson County. But listen,
You from Dawsonville, son.
what would you do if you saw that?
Run. Run.
Well, no,
Josh, have you seen a picture of this?
let's just go back 40
Mm.
seconds and we'll get your.
Get lemon juice and run.
You hit the bottom of the rabbit hole, Danny. Listen, that's right. Seriously, I have found the rabbit, and if I turned around and showed you this picture,
We're just counting rocks, man. We're just counting rocks.
Hey, we're throwing that big swim bait and we're counting.
We're
We're taking it slow.
blue tinged. The phenotype of the forming is debunked. Okay, so it's just ugly.
It's just ugly.
Yeah, there
You know,
go.
everybody's ugly here and there. I mean, look at me.
I'd put it out of its misery. Seriously, Kurt, I've shot things that look better than this thing. My goodness. I swear I thought I saw that taking in my trash on the back porch one night. I mean, oh, good grief. Okay, all right. So,
Hey, can we talk some fishing?
no, I kind of like this blue waffle stuff we're going down. So, I mean, I've been around a
That's
long
the
time,
first time
boys.
that's ever been said. I
Blue-
kind of like this blue waffle.
Blue
stuff.
waffle stuff. Listen, all of a sudden, my glasses are burnt. My eyes
Hey,
are burnt.
I'm sweating a little bit, boy.
Why are you sweating?
Because I'm laughing so
You
hard.
like that?
No.
Um,
Hey, I may be a divorced man, but I ain't going down that road.
Well, listen, I tell you what. There's a lot of things Ajax can't fix, I guess. Ooh, ask Blake what happened to his stash. Blue waffle. Blue waffle.
You gotta
Oh, my
throw
God.
the whole thing out and start over after
Listen,
Start all over, boys.
listen. We just lost. Listen, there's like companies I'm trying to get sponsored stuff, and they're gonna pull this
Hummingbird.
show up. Listen, they're gonna send me an email, Mr. Pruitt. Yeah, we appreciate your interest in
I'm
such
sorry.
and such company, but my God, that blue waffle bit was a little bit overboard, and we're gonna have to refrain at this time from joining your endeavors.
I would just like to say right now that I am proud to have been part of the lost episode.
The blue waffle. And they're gonna be talking about this episode 1,000 years from now. Like, that fat guy didn't know what a blue waffle was.
They had that redneck from Marble Hill. He didn't know what he was doing.
Seriously. Okay. All right. So anyway, guys, you will have to delete this podcast. Oh no. We're going all the way with the blue waffle right here, Kiss Nation.
Hey,
We stand behind our work and we stand behind the blue waffle.
let me ask you this. Going
What's
going back to the
I
electrical
mean, we
lead.
stand behind it. I ain't standing in front of it.
Listen, hey,
I mean, I ain't getting within 3 foot of it. But I mean,
oh my God.
look, some poor cat. He's going through YouTube right now, and he's just scrolling. He hit Fish North Georgia somehow, and he pulls it up. And blue waffle jigs. There we go.
Hey, no.
Mic drop.
Hey,
Mic drop.
Hey. Coming soon to Fish North Georgia.
Yes, right.
True Grit Jigs.
I'm gonna
The
name a
blue
jig.
waffle.
There will be a jig. named
Local
Blue
tackle
Waffle.
box January.
It will
The
be
blue waffle.
Listen, it's gonna be the god awfulest, ugliest jig I've ever made, but it's gonna be called the blue waffle after tonight. So, all right. So anyway, guys, listen, I'm really sorry.
Can we talk some fishing?
I don't think there's anybody left that wants to talk fishing,
You
but
still got 44 people
we
watching.
got
Danny.
44 people. That's just because there's a lot of sickos out
There's
there.
a lot of people laughing right
There's
now.
a lot of people laughing. We are funny. All right, we'll give it that.
Quick, someone ask us a legitimate
We
question.
need a
We'll do
legit
our best.
question.
Let's go.
We'll do
But
our
look at
level
that.
best.
Look, I done sold 4
No,
blue waffle
hey,
jigs.
I'm the one who said it.
No, shut up.
Hey,
You
hey.
didn't sell nothing. My
Yep.
goodness.
Um,
What?
How deep would you fish right now on here?
Depends what you're doing.
A 4-finger blue waffle.
Oh,
Two
my
knuckles?
God.
2 knuckles. Tim White. I'm guessing it'd be black and blue. Listen, oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
All right, so let's go.
Jesus, forgive me.
Let's
I
go.
love you.
Talking about fishing, how deep we're fishing, Hey, there's guys out there fishing the ditches right now, but hey, you can still catch them shallow on a
Are
crankbait.
you really trying to turn this program around? aren't
I'm
you?
trying to turn this
Who else
around.
beside me and Paul uses giant swim baits for big bass? Okay, there's about 4 of you.
Balake over here is trying to figure it out.
Hey.
He wants to get into the game.
No, that's the glide baits. I have not touched the glide baits. Now I will say I have fished one of the mega bass. They're plastic ones. What are
The
they called?
Magdraft?
The mag drafts, yes. And I fished it up on Notley. I was talking to this old boy earlier. We went up to Notley. God, it's got to be 4 or 5 years ago. Lake was drawn down and the wind was blowing. We got up there, up in the creek, and the wind was blowing. Picked that mag draft up. Forecast. Caught 2. That was about 4.5 pounds in forecast.
Nobody really gives a crap.
No, was that the 6 inch or the 8 inch?
No, that was the 6-inch.
I'm
But
gonna get some bubble gum.
listen, it was a color that I can't find. I bought this thing.
yeah?
I bought this thing at Bass Pro Shop 5 years ago, and I've looked for the same color. Cannot find it. Cannot find it at all.
I've played with the Magdraft a little bit. I don't have any confidence in it yet. Like I haven't really had any results. Like
It's
I
fun.
started with the S waiver, and hey, the S waiver fish react to it. You see them, they eat. You catch one every now and then. I guess I need to put in more time with the mag.
I don't fish a lot, man, but I've had success. I've caught, like I said, I've been throwing it for about 5 years. And it might sound stupid. I've caught about 7 fish on it, but I don't throw it all the time. I mean, I'm throwing.
How much
something like
did
this.
those 7 weigh put together?
Over 20?
Bull.
Yeah.
Bull.
All
Remember
over,
that fish-
all
remember
over
that fish
4 or
story?
5 pounds.
Bull.
All
it was
over
a
4 and 5
12-inch
pounds.
fish,
All
and it
over
was
4 and 5
this
pounds.
girthy.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time. Just send me a photo. Maybe I could paint one for you.
Are you talking about the blue waffle or the mag draft? I mean,
Robert
hey,
Woody's
Yeah.
talented. I don't know. If
Maybe
he can do
that's
that.
the color
That
that
picture
you
I
can't
looked
find
at, I don't
anymore.
know that anybody can do it. Okay, so let's go.
I need to send you a picture of it.
All right, so let's bring the bank guy in here right now. You're on Lake Lanier right now. It's getting ready to turn cold.
That
We're
was a
going
week
in-
ago.
Yeah, it's got cold.
It's
2
done.
weeks
It's
ago.
done cold, Danny.
Listen, I'm old and I'm chewing gum. I'm just trying to get through this episode with what I got, what dignity I got left. Right? You go out tomorrow. What do you throw and what are you targeting? Too much too soon or what?
No, I'm actually going out tomorrow, and I'm actually going to be down. I'm probably going to head to 6 Mile and check that first thing in the morning, right after sunrise.
What you throwing?
Live baiting or artificial?
I'm not live. That carrying a 5-gallon bucket with an aerator is getting really old really quick. But currently tied up, I got a Kitech on a jig head, a Magic Swimmer.
Old school or new school?
You know,
Find some old school ones.
I have a jitterbug, and this is no crap. My grandfather gave it to me. He bought it from a yard sale when I was in Pennsylvania. This thing's from 1980. Had it repainted twice now, and the blade on it is so dinged up and dented. Like when it walks, it's like 6 feet this way, 6 foot this way. It can't keep just a nice tight wobble.
Nice fish go crazy though.
Yeah, I've caught a lot on that.
I'll tell you what, we're talking about the magic swimmers, old school all day. I'll get on eBay and I'll spend $50 for 2 of them, then go get them sent off painted. They swim better.
You talking about Seville's?
Talking about Seville's.
I've heard that.
Talking
I've
about
never really
Seville's.
played with the Seville much. What's the deal with the Seville game?
So
2-piece joint?
no, the Seville's they're 3-piece.
Yeah,
Unless
3-piece.
yeah,
Now, are the old school ones 2 or 3?
there are also 3.
Okay.
The thing is, I don't know if I'm pretty sure they built them different, but they just swim a whole lot different. I've thrown the new ones. You can get them for like $14. You can get them at Hammond's. They're painted. You can get them in a shad, trout, stuff like that. I feel like the old ones swim better. I won money on them this summer. I had a buddy in the side of me fishing. Couldn't catch fish on one of the new ones.
Listen. It's got to be the camera angle, but let's just adjust his hat up a little bit because you're a good-looking fella. There we go. Oh, we're getting to the top of your head. Oh, my God. I did not say take that thing. Look at that. My goodness, son. Nothing screams Marble Hill like that haircut right there.
So, but what's the difference you think between the Sebilles? Are the old ones like tighter? Are they wider? Or do they just kind of
more experienced?
Well, that's always a plus.
Here's the thing about the Sebilles. They swim tight.
Yeah.
Faster you reel them more times, they'll just come and blast it. What I found out with the new ones, there's been times I've had fish fall on them. I'll pop them, and they'll just do like a little half turn. The old ones, if you got a fish fall on it and you can pop them,
it makes a wide turn.
Hey, Nathan,
spin
I hear
back
you,
around,
buddy.
hit them in the face.
Okay. So
Turn.
you get it's almost, and this is part of the glide bait game you're talking about, that is getting that twitch in and trying to get the bait to turn the full 360 and look at the fish.
Yep. I just feel like the old ones, they swim a lot better. They look a lot better. But that's just my opinion. I know plenty of guys that fish the newer ones and they have luck, but I just like the older ones. I know it's more expensive. I go out, I buy them on eBay when you can find them. It's hard to find them, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to be in the ugliest colors. They're going to be in the saltwater colors. You got to send them off, get painted. You're paying $20, $25 to get them painted. When I had those tied on, they're like gold. I'm fishing them on 15 pound, turning my drag down, and I'm just hoping I don't break one off. Because it's heartbreaker, man. I ain't gonna lie, but I feel like they're a better.
You've never
bait than
fiddled
the ones.
with the saltwater colors like straight up just to see if you can find
There's
one
a
that's
color.
dumb?
There is a color that they make, and it's
Here
like
comes the juice.
no, it's not the juice. I have caught fish on it, but not as many. I've got one that I bought. I'll tell you who I bought it from. He used to work at Timber Ghost. I don't know if y'all know where Timber Ghost is. I'm pretty sure Timber Ghost is shut down. It used to be up above Hammond's. Mickey Jones. He bought a ton off eBay, sent them off. I don't know who he got to paint them. If you're watching this podcast, get in contact with me. I'd love to get some more of them painted. Mickey Jones sent these off. He got one painted for me as a ghost heron. And that is beat to crap and back. The paint's coming off of it, but I've caught more fish on that ghost heron Seville than any of the other ones. But there is one that you can buy in the old school color. It's a blue color, but it's got it's like a yellowish orange running right down the center. They eat that pretty good, but
What's up, Casey?
I like the I think it's called the pearl whites. They got red eyes. They work pretty good, but 9 times out of 10, I'm going to fish the ghost heron. Now I bought one from Mickey a couple months ago, and I actually had Danny send it off. Do you remember who you got that to paint?
I do.
Who was it?
You want me to tell you?
Go ahead and tell me, because that's a good
Mr.
color.
I mean, can I talk?
Yeah, give him a shout out. Hey, no, give him a shout out.
I'd say you've said enough.
Give him a shout out.
I mean, seriously, hell, I'm about to fall asleep
Hey,
over it now. You
I've
just take
caught-
the show over.
I've caught fish on it. It's been a great color.
It was Tyler Burt of Fat Lips Custom. He actually painted
Yep.
your Seville for you.
Yep. And I have fished it, and I've caught fish on it. It's a great
Get
color.
that camera off of me. There you go. I can go back to sleep.
It's been a
I'll
great color.
plug Tyler's work too. I've been up on Raven the past couple weeks throwing that custom jerkbait he does, the little 100. Tyler, that bait catches fish. The black with the purple head.
We got him at Fish North Georgia. That's an exclusive.
Fish
baby.
North Georgia exclusive.
That's right. Absolutely. So let me ask you this.
Somebody just asked if we reel the magic swimmers or pop them. It really depends. Like,
what is that? What is that?
listen, I'll go ahead and tell you. I'll give you some summertime juice because I don't care. I don't fish a lot of big tournaments.
Hell, it ain't summer.
Hey, it ain't
Yeah.
summer right now. So, I mean,
We'll
hey,
all forget.
Wait a
that.
sec. You can give summertime juice in December.
hey, if they want to use it, go ahead.
Ain't nobody gonna remember this.
Write this
Not
down.
Nothing but
Hey,
blue waffle stuff.
Listen,
So, I mean,
listen. Hey, if
We're throwing them off the trail.
is
yeah.
that what you
throw
got to
'em
watch
off,
the whole
and
episode?
now you give them the juice.
Hey,
there you go. Here we
Hey,
go.
we're what are we? We're an hour and 40 minutes. If they've made it this far and they want to take this information, hey, run with it, boys. I don't care. I fish pot tournaments. I don't fish a lot of big tournaments. I don't care. If you want to come fish a pot tournament, come on. During the summertime, everybody is out fishing their night tournaments. They want to go run brush, run the points. I found some lights, magic swimmer. I'm not going to tell you how I was fishing it.
Well, no, bullshit. No.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll go even
no.
deeper because I don't.
Either you got that set thrown over your shoulder, and you're walking here like you're the man.
You know
in
why?
here,
You know
and
why?
You tell
Do
people.
you want to know why?
No, I don't.
Because
I want you to tell people.
there was boys fishing that with us, doing the same thing, couldn't catch.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Look, here's the deal, guys. If you fish,
Well, that ain't the
competitive-
juice then.
That's like
I'm gonna listen. You're gonna give the juice in a second. I'm gonna kick you right.
That's
in the
like
nuts
from
underneath the table.
concentrate. We need the
Right.
need the juice.
If you-
All of you, Blake is lying. Don't listen to him. Listen, we know.
You know,
we know.
You know what the
So-
funny thing is?
What?
Cody is my partner that was winning them tournaments with me.
Okay, well, see, he don't want you to say nothing, but here's the deal. I tell everybody that fishes competitively, if you are as confident and as good as you think you are, you can hand the man beside you the same bait, and he can sit right beside you, and you say, you know what? I'm gonna outfish you today.
And I'm confident with some things. I'm not the best.
Well-
I will tell that, but I have confidence in some baits, and we figured out that this works.
Well, then tell everybody.
So we was
Come on, don't lie to me now.
we were running lights. Was running lights. I started fishing again. I'd say about July, August is when I started fishing again.
Right.
Everybody was out running the brush piles, trying to catch the spots deep and everything. I was going largemouth fishing. And we found some lights. Fish were there every time we went. Every Wednesday night, the fish were there. Hey, we was throwing them swim baits up there. And the thing is, they swim those lights constantly.
We were not.
fishing
We weren't
lights.
fishing
We're not
lights.
using
We
swim
weren't
baits.
using swim baits.
Somebody.
Hell, they weren't even on Lake Lanier.
They were.
Hey, we found some lights on Altoona, boys, and they were tearing it up.
Listen.
But hey, the swim baits on the lights, a lot of people give up on the lights during the summertime. Everybody thinks they got to go. Well, I know kayak guys, but I'm talking about bass fishermen that go woof woof all over the lake.
Yeah, it's two casts. And
Hey,
they're
I
going
will tell you.
somewhere else.
I will tell you this after this though. You'll laugh. You'll get a kick out of this. It may have been you, but we found some lights during the end of the summer. And, everybody's fishing the brush. We're going to catching largemouth, and they were eating it. It was hard to get them to bite. We may have only got 5 bites in that night. They were good fish, and they were all largemouth. We were winning summertime tournaments with healthy largemouth. I'm not talking the skinny Lanier largemouth. I'm talking we were finding the ones that were feeding, and they were footballs. Yeah. But going back to the story, we had a light that we fished every single night that we'd fish, and we'd hit it probably, I'd say a month and a half straight. I always catch at least 1 or 2 off of it. We go pulling up right at dark. There's a kayak sitting on it, live bait.
Not me.
Yeah. I don't care about the live bait, but when you're fishing a tournament and you see the guy with the live bait, you're just sitting there like, that's a killer. We don't know if he's crappie fishing or whatever, but it got dark. We kept fishing some couple laydowns, couple docks and stuff we knew around. It's dark at this point. Like it's 9:30, 10 o'clock. We go pulling back around on the trolling motor, going back to this light. Guy's still sitting there. No lights, no headlamp or nothing. And it's like 10 o'clock. And I would tell y'all where this is, but it'd give it away. Let's just say if a cruiser come down through there, he's getting hit. Well, we turn around, go back, keep fishing, waiting for him to leave. We go back about 10:30. Still sitting there. Turn around, go back. Our tournaments are over at about 11. So we go back at like 10:45. It's dark. Kayak guys should be off the lake by this time, especially when you have no lights or anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, we start trolling back around. DNR. Somebody called the DNR on this guy. Law DNR. I don't know if his cops are DNR, but somebody pulled up and we could see their lights flashing pulling up to him. And it's at like 10:45 at night. No lights or nothing. He just sitting there in the dang middle of the lake.
There a punchline?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. How dangerous is that?
It's
I
very
mean, where
dangerous.
did-
Especially,
Where did he keep his balls in that kayak that he didn't sink?
dude? I have no
Like,
idea. But he sat there. We pulled up. I'd say about 20 minutes before daylight, or not before daylight, but 20 minutes before dark. He was sitting there. I guess he was crappie fishing. I mean, crappie on the lights that lake.
Yeah, I mean, so we're on the main lake.
it depends.
It's back in a creek.
It
So, I mean,
depends. It depends where, and I think it depends how much depth the light is in.
now we did see a couple small stripers and some
Yeah.
white bass, but who's going to sit there that long and try to catch?
Well,
this?
he's dedicated.
But the
I've-
thing is, he had no lights. Is
I
that
didn't
not
say it
illegal?
wa- it
Coming
is
from a
illegal.
kayak guy, is that not illegal to be out on the lake?
yeah,
like that?
because
Absolutely,
even at some-
100% illegal, unsafe, unsmart, on a lot of things.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, 'cause
If
even
I'm out
leaving
past
first thing in
dark,
the
I am
morning.
lit up
Yeah.
like a freaking Christmas.
That's one
But
thing
but
you
let me
gotta
let
worry
me ask
about,
you
though.
this: say the guy lived in that creek, you still shouldn't be out that late without any
No,
lights,
you
right?
still need to have a light.
Yeah, you still need to be
He
protected.
was mastering the basics. We talked about
he was
that earlier.
he was mastering trying not to get run over by a boat. Didn't
Well,
he?
he did good. He did.
Well, I
okay,
mean,
hey,
he didn't do
big
good enough because the
bites, the
DNR
big
pulled
bite.
up.
The DNR pulled up. Well, good.
Well,
grief.
if he was down south, that was probably Forsyth County Police.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know.
They're handy on that part
Yeah,
of the
I don't
lake.
know
Aren't
if it's
they,
the
though?
Yeah, I
DNR
was
or the
going to say
cops.
the DNR down on that end. I can spill the beans on this because the spot's not available no more because it's now blocked off by Buford and the complex owner. But Pine Tree Drive down right before Shoal Creek Campground. Beautiful point. 2 creeks coming down the backside. Nice little concrete pad right there. Lost one of my loos on that point after I caught on my Facebook picture the big spot that I have with the whopper.
Right.
Plopper, hook that thing 3 foot off the shoreline, just getting ready to pull it out of the water, smashes it. Rod goes gone. But I caught 3 or 4 stripers in that corner, probably about 10 or 15 cats, a
Right.
gar, But every night I was down there, you'd see the little DNR boat come out from Shoal Creek Campground and make its way back to creekbacks.
You know, that's funny. I've only been stopped twice to have my license checked, maybe 3 times. And I'm 48 years old, been fishing all my life, and twice it was in Dahlonega at Yahula Creek. And Josh and we was in a tournament, and everybody got checked. And then Josh and I went back up there to do something a couple of days later, and daggone, the same guy didn't check us again. We're like, hell, dude, I still recognize you from yesterday or the day before, but he checked us again. So, I guess it had done. You hey, sit down for a second. Look who's here.
Get in where you fit in,
Listen,
baby.
look who's here. Get him when you can. Remember, okay, this is Murphinator from the other night. All right, look at that. That's the same ugly mug you had on the other night.
Hey, it's the ugliest one you've ever had.
Look, Blake, we done
That's a
fired you.
really punchable face.
Hey,
Oh my God,
hey,
that's a whole story. Where's the rap song? Where's the rap song?
I'm not allowed to play it. I promised I would not.
He
You
would
sent
not.
it to me, but I'm not allowed to play it.
Well, listen, after
for
what
Chris,
we
I'm
talked
just
about
gonna-
tonight, I mean, good grief. Same way at Rocky Mountain, Chris Nation. So, I mean, I guess.
Yep.
Are you
You know, I
serious?
talked to
That's
DNR,
called a
and
haircut.
he
Twice
never
at
asked to
Twice
see my
at
license.
Oh, dude, look at that comment right there.
Savage.
Do you know Bass Amateur?
No, I don't, but hey,
Oh my
that's
God.
the best looking blue waffle there is right here.
Listen,
Where's
What-
Casey Blanton at?
does that
They'll
boat
tell you.
get lift from the ears? Does your boat
Hey,
get
I gotta
lift
pin them
from
back.
the ears?
Look, I have to.
It's drag,
Hold
dude.
on,
Listen,
hold on,
seriously.
I gotta.
You tuck them up in.
I
the
gotta
hat?
tuck them up in there so I can get a little extra. I get an extra 2 mile an hour out of that right there.
Really, but if them things flop out, dude, you're going to dead stop in a hurry, ain't you?
Casey got
Y'all be easy on Murph. Oh my goodness. Listen to that. Face
Hey.
like a blue waffle. All right.
that.
Do you
Casey
know the
Blanton?
Bass Amateur? Bass
No, I
Amateur.
don't. I
Man,
don't know, I
savage,
might, I don't
dude.
know.
It is open. It is, but it is everything goes though, right? I mean, that's the name of the show.
That's what you
tonight.
said.
Yeah, I was
The
going
show
to say
about
your
nothing.
post was I got a bunch of guys that don't know what they're doing or who they are, but we're going to come in and make a show of this.
Yeah, well, I regret
Well,
that. I won't do that again. I won't do that again.
Somehow you ended up with me.
Do what?
Somehow you ended up here.
Well, we're gonna end it real quick.
Hey,
I
don't
wanted
blame you.
I want to let everybody see that you was here. Throw a jig. All right, when he
Throw
swims,
a
it's like a
jig.
wobble.
Right
Catch
there.
pigs.
That's it.
All right, show a picture of
That
that. What
is-
is that?
Here you go.
That's one of our jigs.
Yes.
I threw a jig at
It
him. It
is.
didn't work. He's still
And
here.
This is the.
Is that our jammer?
This is it right here. That
Which
is
one
the
is that?
jammer.
Oh, no. What? Yes,
Yeah.
that's that.
Yeah,
that's
that's
RPB&J at True Grit.
Yes.
Best technique for stripers. How about from the? I'll let you
That
go
is
there
it.
because you catch them.
Stick it up.
Anything moving bait. I mean, I've caught a couple on
That's
live
a
bait,
blower.
but between that rooster tail and the
Peanut butter
magic
jelly time.
swimmer,
I can't believe you caught a striper on a rooster tail. I mean, I
No,
can't believe it, but did you get it in?
yeah, I have.
You got a Facebook post? I'm not.
I mean,
I'm not
I-
seriously
When they
doubting
get
it.
on thread fins, man, early in the winter, when they get on threads, I 100% believe a
Yeah.
rooster tail. to
And that's
catch them.
actually funny you say that because even on smaller lakes like Latham, when they get on that thread fin and all that, yeah, absolutely. No, not stripers in Latham, you moron. Yeah, but there's thread fin spots,
thread
chase thread. So yeah, so I mean that's a good bait and all that. So
Yeah.
okay, so moving
Striper-
baits from the bank. How about you?
for stripers right now.
Do you other than trolling live bait?
Yeah, no, I would be free lining either shiners or herring. Either that. If you get on them, stripers, it's a big deal to be where they're at. If you're on them, you can get them with the fluke if they're up high, or you can get them with the jig if they're down low, or the jigging spoon, I should say, if they're down low.
Okay.
The spoon's a great option casting, and I think people only think of it as a vertical. Yeah, throw that thing out there and let it pendulum and just kind of pop.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. How about you, Ears?
I have no idea.
Why are you sitting down?
I'll
You
go.
told me
I'll go
to.
juicier if they want real
Hey.
juice on striper fishing. Man.
All right, let's go. You got
Talk
you.
about
I mean-
spotted bass.
We
mean-
got a couple more minutes, and we'll
the,
finish
the
up on
big thing
stripers.
I think that spoon guys, when you're striper fishing, they don't realize is like how light the bite is. Like you think of a striper as this huge mean fish that just like crushes every bait and every lure. With that jigging spoon, a lot of times it's just tick, and that's him. And you'll miss him if you're not waiting or if you're not ready. That little boop, he's gone. He's done. He's
Okay,
like,
too.
that's a hunk of metal. I'm not going to eat that. Shh.
Listen, fish North Georgia. If you want striper fishing, go to Carter's. That is what Aaron Tippin says. Well, why don't we just do a striper episode on Carter's?
If you're going to get up here and push him out and get the microphone back.
All right, well, bye, Murphinator. Well, here we go, real quick. Hurry up before I lose everybody.
I don't know the guy personally. Backwoods Fishing. Check his Facebook, Instagram page.
yeah. I was
God, he catches giants, and he's on Carter's. Me and my brother-in-law went out, started doing some of the stuff. We've been pulling planer boards up there.
Mhm.
You're not
Yeah, I've
catching
seen-
those fish on Lanier. Those fish on Lanier are gone.
Yeah,
Go-
I've seen
go
him
to
come
Carter's.
up on my Facebook feed multiple times where he's like sitting there, you know, they look like
30.
healthy 20, 30 pounders
Yep.
that are 30 plus inches.
And I mean, it's constantly the guy's on them all the time. If you want to go get on some big striper, go to Carter's and get in contact with that guy.
And you got
Backwoods Fishing.
Backwoods fishing. You got his
Backwoods Fishing. I think it's guide service on Instagram and Facebook.
Tell
He's a
him
local.
Fish North Georgia sent you, and maybe I'll get a prize or a free trip or something.
Hey,
Five
you need
jigs.
you need
Five
you,
jigs,
you
yeah.
need to get him on the podcast. He'll talk striper fishing. If I'm not mistaken, that's all he does.
Listen. This is now called the show.
Well, get him on the show.
Get him on the show.
Get him on the show.
All right, so we're gonna call this right.
But the thing is, my brother-in-law, he's a big striper guy. He's been striper fishing.
Jeremy
on Lanier
Molinax?
for-
That's the guy.
Jeremy Molinax. That's him.
Jeremy Molinax. It's funny how
Uh,
people help you. Appreciate that, Jacob
But my
and-
brother,
and Cody.
but my brother-in-law, he's been striper fishing on Lanier for
Whose
years.
wife just told him to come home? I heard a phone ding. Was that mine or Josh's? What mine was it? Mine? My phone's here. Hold on a second. Tyler Burt, tell Aaron I've caught several high 30s on Lanier.
How
They're
long
still
ago?
there.
How long ago
I
was
was going
that?
to say, I caught a 20 pounder with
Tyler Burt,
Jeff
why are you
Hilliard.
texting me on my phone directly and not to the show, dude? Come on, man.
Me and my brother-in-law, we've gotten into the striper guys. He he's been striper fishing on it. Like the big stripers, they died out. They got the worm. There's some kind of worm that got in the lake,
that
and
gill rod or whatever,
it
gill
killed
termites or something like that.
it killed a lot of the big striper.
Well, yeah,
They're starting to come back because the DNR stalks them like crazy.
Because YouTube sucks.
But if you want the big striper, go to Carter's. It's a secret, man.
Well,
There's
Hell,
not.
it ain't now.
It's not now, but there's not a lot of guys that striper fish up there.
Well,
There's not.
the Etowah too, because like I've only fished like literally I've gone to Lanier, I've gone to Allatoona, and I've fished the hooch fly fishing for trout, but I've also gone down below Morgan Falls as well. Down there, I'm using cut trout as live bait. Now I've caught a couple, I'd call them decent to good Lanier stripers down below Morgan Falls, but I'm not seeing anything 20 plus. Like when I was out with Jeff Hilliard over the summer, we were cruising down south side of the lake during a certain time, and we hooked into a pretty big school that was, probably 70 to 100 fish. And a couple that we were pulling up were, 15 to 18 pounders, good solid fish. But when I'm seeing pictures of guys in the Etowah, Carters, and all that, they're pulling,
Giants.
35,
I'll tell you,
35-inch, 20-plus pound fish.
I'll tell you a good spot to go on Carter's. Like you like to bank fish.
Yeah.
The dam down there, dude. You can go down there, throw a swim bait or anything like that, and the stripers stack up in the current under the dam. Man, some buddies used to do that back in high school. Man, you'd 15, 20 pounders.
Well, that was only 4 years ago for you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm like,
I'm 25. I mean, that was
okay. Hold on a second.
wow.
Okay. All right. So listen, backwoods fishing guide, Carter's Lake and Lake Blue Ridge. All right. Here's his phone number: 770-265-9677. That's 770-265-9677.
See,
And
he's starting everything out.
And
My spot on Morgan Falls is now shot.
check him out though, guys. Seriously. If
seriously,
y'all-
now, hold on a second. Now, did you now say Etowah again?
Etowah?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That was a long E 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, you
It's
said
Etowah.
Etowah.
Well, okay, Etowah. Look,
Etowah.
I come from the north. You guys run this whole crappie thing a couple weeks ago.
crappy.
Crappy.
Okay,
Crappy.
we call it crappie up north.
Spec.
Right,
So
yes,
we're-
Spec. Are you
Okay.
serious, Spec, right now? Are you being serious?
Shut up. You don't eat grits.
But I
You
eat
don't
fried crappie, and I know what a good crappie tastes like, son.
I never said I don't eat crappie because I've caught some big ones
He
out
said
of.
crappy, though. You like that, don't you?
Yeah, I do
Uh,
like that. Who calls a crappie a speck?
People in Florida.
Okay, wait. So hold on.
Is this a serious thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, that is
absolutely.
true. That's very true. What you hell? You didn't watch that episode? Where have you been?
Yeah, because
That was 2 episodes ago or 3 episodes ago.
You know, I don't watch
Reeves
all
was
the
here
time.
from ATX
My
Lures
gosh.
that night.
Huh?
Hey.
Reeves from ATX Lures was here that night.
That's right. He's going to be here next Tuesday night with Carl Noe out of Cartersville. All right, but say that. Okay, so you said Etowah because I'm have people laughing at you.
Yeah.
Etowah. Is that how you say
Etowah.
it? dude? Seriously. They used to have a $10,000
Eat a
value.
Waffle House.
Chris Taylor.
Wow, thanks, Chris.
Chris Taylor, go to bed. All right. So anyway, is that how you normally say it? Seriously, Etowah?
Well, look, when
Okay,
you're
I'm just-
sitting there looking at all these rivers and stuff, like
Yeah,
somebody made fun of me for the what is it, a coney?
Yeah, it's a Coney. What'd you
Okay,
call
like
it?
a- Coney.
Apparently, I thought like when I first looked at it, it looked like Osany or something like that.
Oceany.
And one guy I was out with, he's like, "Are you retarded or something?" It's like, what? I was like, "Wow, man, it's like nice to see you too." But
Oceany. Okay, but
So,
but
I only
Alright.
just recently learned that it's Okamogi instead of
Okmulgee?
Okamogi.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I always
yeah.
thought the L.
Yeah. All right, so Etowah.
Etowah.
Etowah. There you
Etowah
go.
sauce.
So if you take nothing else out of this, don't eat blue waffles in Etowah. All right. You got that? So that's good. I want to be the next guy on the podcast. Hey, listen, we might start opening this up because it's been pretty funny. But all right, listen. So seriously, it's like 2 hours.
What's wrong with that?
I got a bedtime, dude. I'm tired. I'm old, man. Look
Yeah, I
at
got a
that. Look at that.
50-minute drive back home. So
Yeah. So look, you get the you all you gotta do is crawl under a tree up here on top of the mountain and you're home. You got 100-yard walk to the house.
He's just got to drive up the holler.
Yeah,
He's
gotta
up,
drive
up the
holler,
hill,
baby.
up the holler, and all that. So okay, anyway, so I'm getting ready to end this madness. So all right, so did anyone okay, annual redfish run on the man, I don't fish the red. 5 a.m. comes early, boys. Yes, I know. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna cut it right here. So first of all, I want to thank Paul for coming up here. Coonan, right there. All right. I want to thank Justin Etowah Speece for coming up here. All right. Actually, he did. I mean, seriously, he goes, I'll come sit down. He did. And he did a good job tonight, dude. Obviously, very good. Some good information on bank fishing that you said, I like the bank fish. I didn't know what we was going to get out of you, but you gave some good stuff. I was like, dude, this man knows what he's talking about. So I ain't thanking you.
Hey, you ain't got to. Hey, I'm still going to be down here tomorrow since I'm off work.
We got some work we need you to do.
Oh, of course. You
What's
only
that?
you
Yeah, we
you
got some
only
stuff.
want me when you want something. Hey,
Like
Danny.
my wife.
Danny.
I mean, seriously, like, you ain't that cute. I
Hey,
mean,
I can stop coming by. I know you'll miss me.
no.
I'll be getting that phone call. Hey, you gonna bring me some more deer jerky?
Listen, you brought it one time. It ain't like you give that stuff up every week, dude. So
I can't give it up to you. No.
yeah, well, there you go. All right.
Two
so anyway.
fingers or nothing.
2 fingers. My God. All right. Anyway, guys, listen. So I appreciate you you guys tuning in to this episode of the show, or whatever you want to call it, or whatever it became. What are you doing over there? Yeah, a couple knuckles, busted knuckles. And I hope you tune in for a more classier version of the show Thursday night when Dana Smith will be here. We're going to talk about the north end of Lake Lanier, and we'll have a couple other customers on here. You don't give it up every week, Chris Nation said. That's right. He's hard to play. He's hard to please. But, guys, seriously, we've had a lot of fun tonight, and I learned a few things. I'm going to go home and show my wife a few pictures about some stuff I didn't know even hell existed before. I want to thank Port Taco, Matt Melton, for coming up and being with us. And seriously, guys, we have a good time when we do these shows, and we appreciate each and every one of you that tune in. And if you guys watch it in the future, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get this madness and any of the video content that we put out tonight and here in the future. So also you can give a listen to us on iTunes and Spotify, and follow us on our Facebook pages, Fish North Georgia, Fish North Georgia Group, Instagram. You're the Instagram madness.
Gotta
man.
get that Instagram plug.
It's all about if it's not on the gram, it's not real.
If it's not on the gram, it's not real. And I even started a Twitter.
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 Can we go over this Southern slang? You know,
Listen,
it's Twitter.
It's late, dude. A Twitter.
Heck, I'm 25 and don't even have a Twitter.
I mean,
Instagram.
do
baby.
any of y'all
You
have
don't
anyone
have a
to
Twitter,
plug
you
or
never
any
had
social
any
media
Twitter.
or whatever?
Huh?
If we're social mediating, do any of y'all have anyone to plug or?
Yeah, you got
You-
hell, not
you out there
I mean,
pro
how about
staffing?
this?
You
You got-
hustling?
you got yeah. Let's let you hustle real quick. You got a Facebook page you want anybody to go join, be friends with?
I mean, my Instagram, I do all my posts,
Well,
and
go ahead,
I'm
Dave,
actually
tell
going to
him.
be.
What is it?
What is it?
Instagram is 770_fishing. I'm going to actually be doing live video. Just picked up a GoPro, sent in tonight, so going to start doing that, and actually going to be in the process in the next 3 weeks doing custom hard lures, painting.
What kind of
Seriously?
lures?
Check.
You like handmade or you just
No,
buy the
I'm going to
blanks?
for now. I'm going to start with blanks because it's sort of putting the toes in the water, but not going.
Run them up to
crazy.
the store, man.
Huh?
Run them up here. Let
I
everybody see 'em.
already talked to Dan about 3 weeks ago about it, so
Yeah.
I'm going to get a couple made up, send them up, have them send them out to some guys, test them.
Let's see what we can do. I like that. Absolutely. All right. I know you do.
I mean, you was Dan when it was a business deal.
You like
was
that?
Formal.
He actually, so if you go back and watch this show, he said Dan twice. I noticed I caught him earlier saying Dan, so it must be a northern thing like that. It's okay. We're just playing with you, man. We like our Yankee friends. So go to Carter's with that GoPro. There you go. We'll get you some stuff. All right. Shoot everybody your stuff there.
So I am twostroke.seaghost. It's the name of the boat on Instagram. I'm pretty much the only Paul Coonan on Facebook, and certainly the only one in Georgia.
yeah, that's true.
always out here to plug stealth rod holders.
Don't sit down.
They're
Yeah.
probably sad to have heard
Sponsor
this
you,
tonight, but
We
I'm
love
out
you
here doing
guys.
the best I can.
We love you. I mean,
And we had a
tried.
good time.
We had a good time. You got anything to plug other than your upcoming country album?
That do.
Hey,
that do?
I'm not big on Facebook, but it's Blake Buchanan. Instagram, it's just pictures of my kid, fish, deer, turkeys. It's Blake Buchanan, like 008, if I'm not mistaken.
I like all of those things.
Hey,
I mean,
I fish.
Not
I
really
hunt.
your kid, but
Hey,
turkey
I
and
got the
fish and
best
stuff.
looking kid around. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, does he have a better haircut than you?
Yes, he does.
His mama won't let him have a mullet. So
Yeah, that's a whole other story. That's the
that's
knuckle
a
story.
whole nother story for
We're
a
back to
different
the
night,
knuckles.
boys.
But anyway, guys, listen. North Georgia fishing addiction is here. Okay, North Georgia angler. Do we know him? You know him?
Spread the word, boys.
You got that out there? All right, man. Hey, listen, Jeremiah Giles, this was the best show. You know what? Thank you very much. We have a good time, and we appreciate you guys watching. And listen, seriously, if it was as good as you guys said it is,
Share it.
share it. Tell somebody about it. Tell them they got to watch the whole episode. We might even title this Blue Waffle. I don't know.
We are definitely not doing that.
Josh is over there going, "Oh my God,
We are definitely
Danny,
not doing
You
that.
know the
Danny.
hashtag game is going to come back. heavy with
Hashtag
this.
Blue Waffle. Here we come right there. I'm gonna get a T-shirt made up.
The lost episode.
Blue Waffle
right
jig.
here.
Blue
baby.
Waffle jig. I mean, it looks like a mop. All right, there we go.
Mop jig.
Mop jig. All right. So anyway, guys, we appreciate you guys. We will see you Thursday night. Love all y'all guys, and seriously, hit us up, subscribe, share it, do all that good stuff. We'll
FX rods on special.
FX rods, $40 off. I'll sell them to you all day long. So
Here's another
Anyway.
plug.
my God,
Georgia jig. What are they?
$2.60.
$2.60 at Fish North Georgia, boys. Come get them.
If I share this show, I will get unfriended by my whole family. Come on, man. Show some guts.
That's how you know it was good.
That's how you know it was good. That's right. All right. Anyway, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. See you later.